We got hired for a job, we went into a car. Literally no one knew what we were doing because we forgot to ask the driver.
Didn't have an opportunity to ask the driver.
So we walked in, one of us tried to seduce the guards who wasn't having it, so we shot him in the face. That worked much better.
It was me.
We walked in, the guy who was like standing guard, he was a bit of a pussy. So we just taped him to a chair. Shot some more guys and gals because we are feminists. We treat everyone equally. Everyone gets a bullet in the face.
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah. Then we fought some other guys who they did some clickety-clackety things, which ended up turning a robot on.
Robot.
Yeah, and in its sexual arousal, it decided it wanted to kill us.
That is accurate.
We managed to stop it from doing that and then still shut it down. And then we realized, hey, maybe we came to fetch this thing because it's painted in the colors of the person we were hired for. We explored some more, killed some more things in the face. One of us found a really cool weapon, so they picked it up, but it turns out it was made of plastic and attached to a flashbang. So that went really, really well.
That'd be Nyx.
That wasn't funny. That hurt my hand. Like the fuck, bro.
And then we found a room filled with people to shoot in the face. Tobby D, he would just sort of stood at the door frame and just dipped in and go pew pew, while Pyke was like, hey, this is taking too long. Leroy Jenkins! And killed everything.
You forget the part where Nyx got her ass handed to her and had to take a quick 5 seconds out because she wasn't awake.
Peacock had to help your ass.
And Pyke lost an arm.
Yeah,
Yes!
that's
Very much remember
That's
Pyke
just like a
losing an
minor
arm.
thing. Though. It's fine.
yeah. It's but a scratch.
So
It's only a flesh wound.
towards
Yeah.
so Toby D was I think he was one of the ones that missed the most shots last session, but
Yeah,
he
he
made
missed a
up
lot.
for it in the last room by killing 2 sleeping gang members. So that's kind of what put his kill count up that high. Initially, Pyke had walked into that sort of first corridor. Peacock had a chat, and Pyke just smacked the guard around the face with a baton, to the point where that started how everything meant to go on. There was some hog tying. There was some. What else? There was some noodle eating. There was lots of butt slapping. What else?
There was a medium amount of butt slapping.
Which is a lot of butt slapping.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was a modest amount of butt slapping.
There was some flirting. There was some drug use and encouragement
drugs.
for others to use it.
Yeah, fucking
And I
fools, man.
And then the end of the session, you dragged this mech along with a hostage or a willing hostage to the car, put the mech in the back seat, put the hostage in the boot, it's all squeezed into the car, and drove off into the smog-filled sunset. And that's where we ended last session. Thank you for your recap, Toby. You are still called Tobby D on your screen, so until you change that, I will be using the 2 names interchangeably.
Bobby is a self.
And we will start. We will start this session. So it has been several days. So I said 7. It's been 7 days since your run-in with the Wan Chai warriors, and you've been spending your longs from Jackie like they would never end. So going around the table, what have you been doing for the last 7 days? Living up your life, spending the money, recovering from injuries. What have you been doing? Whoever wants to go first.
Peacock has been gambling, trying to make as much money as she possibly can. She's not done too well. She made quite a bit and then lost it, and she's been trying to recoup that last bit that she made back, and it's just not gone well.
Classic.
Thank you, Peacock. He's up next.
Alright. Pyke's been spending 20 hours a day hooked up on Crush.
It's an that's a hell of an addiction.
Yeah.
Oof.
So I've deducted the 75 cost times 5 every day for 7 days, as well as living an absurd lifestyle. He is living the life, tending to his bonsai trees, not really having anything to do with anyone except Jackie on the side of that.
Oh, and there's the bit where you did meet Peacock, and she gave you the 2 inhalers of Crush. That she...
Oh yeah, true. And I paid you 100 for those 2. True.
Yeah.
Did you just say you have a lavish lifestyle? Did I hear that right?
So I went to the page of 108, and I just like went with the highest one and multiplied that by 7.
So that's fine until it comes to paying your rent for that lifestyle.
Oh.
So that's if I'm happy for that, but is it the absurd lifestyle?
I didn't realize, dude, man. Real life simulation sucks. Why can't I just buy a bunch of food and like spend it on dumb shit without being taxed
by
for
all
it?
means can do. I mean, this may move away from the story at some point. You may have other places to stay, but you live in this city. You're not just visiting. You've lived. This is everything.
Yeah.
And certain people in certain districts won't talk to you unless you're in their social structure, if you're living in the right place, if you're seen to be doing the right things. So it's more about social standing and, rather than just a life simulator.
Right.
But that's fine. You've been living past your means. Let's put it.
Yeah. Most definitely.
I'm sure that won't come back and bite you in the ass.
I hope not.
So, who's up next?
I can go next.
You go on then.
Basically, he's been living the way he's usually done. It's a rather poor lifestyle because he's not super into that extravagancy. He thinks it's fucking bullshit. So, whilst he's living a poor lifestyle, he has been eating a lot. Mostly sweets. So he basically leaves his little tiny ass apartment, go and consumes the finest things he has access to reasonably, with lots of sweets. And then he goes back to his apartment, continues snacking and sleep.
So basically just Ace.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't play quite enough Pokemon to really classify as Ace, but he's getting there.
Pokemon isn't a thing anymore, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's
Can
now
you see that?
Deathmon. No. you can't
Yeah.
see
No.
it.
Can see what?
That's annoying. Okay. I've got stuff on another screen, and I was wondering if I Shift Z'd it would pop up on this screen.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it doesn't do that.
No.
I didn't know that. Okay, sorry. And then we're up with.
So
With
the
Nyx.
first 2 days that Nyx spent off, she sulked in the fact that she was in massive pain. Because the long rest only heals you for half of...
Certainly does.
So she would have taken 2 days to rest because she was fucking battered. After which she will have flipped a coin to figure out whether or not she is visiting her boyfriend or her girlfriend first. In which she will then see one of them, buy them ramen noodles, and then say goodbye after a quick fight. After which she will have seen the other one the next day. I'd like to think at some point she found Pyke at some point and let him stay in her 2-bedroom apartment that I have paid for. That is missing a second person because the other person moved out because she pissed her off. And then after that, she just drank whiskey and I don't know, slept. That's what she did. And she's been drinking
Nice.
whiskey that for the 2 bottles is worth half of her rent.
Yikes.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
stuff is crazy expensive.
It certainly is. 1000%.
But the thing with Pyke is only if you actually wanted it. I'd like the idea that at some point in his sloshed state, I maybe because Nyx has been eating ramen noodles and what else did I say? Ramen noodles and
Yeah, as long as you got place for bonsai trees.
oh yeah,
I'll-
sure. Yeah, I was drinking roasted synth duck for breakfast. Roasted synth duck for breakfast and straight ramen for dinner every night.
Nice.
And
So-
drinking Jim Diamonds.
I think this is going to be interesting because you are still in District 5, which is the ghettoest of ghettos, right? It is an awful place to live.
It's also
If you
very
had-
realistic to find Pyke there.
Exactly. that makes a lot of sense. But I'll be interested to know and start role playing who your dealers are for this sort of real expensive stuff. Because it's not typically available to your gangbangers. They're not going to want it. They'll literally just be eating the ramen noodles.
Oh, I thought,
So again,
I thought we
something
could-
to perhaps
Alright,
you can
misinterpreted.
by all means do it.
Oh well, I've assumed that I could pick which district my flat was in, but if we're only in District 5, then my costs are completely different.
You have to work your way up. You are, you
Oh,
start at the bottom and work your way through.
right,
You
right.
come from District 5. The gangs that you're experiencing run in District 5.
Right.
Everything that you will be doing to try and get out of District 5. The social mobility thing, moving into different districts,
I volunteer for
requires. Sorry?
tribute. I volunteer for tribute.
Requires different money, different contacts, different bribes to make sure you're actually allowed to get through. Because it's not always as simple as just going, excuse me, I'd like to come into District 1, please.
Well, I just added the money back from the difference between
It's
District
fine.
4 and
Well-
District 5. That has been fixed. Oh, I'm interested. I maybe from my backstory, because I was a bartender and then turned into criminal into criminal catcher. Maybe one of my old crewmates knows a black market ramen place.
Well, to be fair, you have the influence to have access to things like the black market already because of your
'Cause I've got
because of
4
your
influence
character
to
class.
me, Yeah.
So you have access to the black market. So maybe you just buy black market duck.
Yeah, maybe that's where I hang out most of the time. Yeah, that's where I hang out most of the time, and that's where I accidentally caught Pyke being, the local.
Sounds like Pikes and STD. Accidentally.
I was coming back with my grocery bags of crush from Solomon Heisenberg Fry.
I was like, oh guys, I had a good night out. Yeah, did anything happen? Yeah, I caught Pyke, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to
So with- So with that, you've been spending your money. You're looking out for your next opportunities, and Pyke, you get an alert pop up on your HUD.
Oh,
Oh,
Wow, that's cool.
All right.
Well done.
answer.
That's cool.
I pick up. Hello,
Hi.
boss.
It's like you hear a familiar Chinese voice, the one that has you've come to know with your dealings, you slightly more than most. He's in a jovial mood. His voice is light as he says, "Pyke, my friend, good
Hello,
to see
boss.
you, buddy.
Same to you, boss. What's
How
up?
have you been?"
better than ever. As I kind of reel my arm around a bit, both of them.
How's that arm treating you?
Better than my last one.
Well, what can I say? I know a guy that knows a guy.
And I know you, so that's good for me.
Everybody knows me, buddy.
True.
So, I got a proposition for you.
Oh?
You and your crew, bring them down to the Guilo. Don't dally.
The Guilo? Sorry, how do you spell that?
Gweilo. You would know, because you'd have been there, that is the bar that he owns
Yeah, so
in
the
District 5.
the GWILO.
Gweilo, the Guilo.
I am horrible.
Gweilo, did you say?
Correct.
Can you just spell it to me, Peacock, as in like writing it down? Because I can't.
You can't head.
I'll put it in chat.
Yeah, you can't headspace.
Yeah.
I get you.
No, I can't. Thank you. Will do, boss. Anything I should pick up on the way?
Just your friends. We've I think it's time for the next step in our plan. But get
After
here as soon
help?
as you can.
Absolutely.
And with that, he sort of winks at you and disconnects the line.
Oof.
Sexy.
Alright. Assuming I'm in the apartment with Nyx. Nyx.
So give me a minute, and I'm halfway. No.
What are you doing in there?
Nothing. No.
Alright. Well,
Oh,
Big
fucking
boss.
I'm
pervert.
just brushing my teeth.
Big Boss needs us down at Guilo as soon as possible. Whatever you're doing now, postpone it for later. We're going now.
Okay.
You want some crush?
No.
Alright.
I like the idea that response. You ask that probably like what every other hour, and her
Yeah.
response is every time just no.
Yeah. Alright.
Stop.
A cigarette? Energy drink? Anything?
No.
Alright.
Stick to the whiskey. Leave me alone. You fucking druggie.
Alright. So I would know where this bar is, and I would at the same time know where the crew is, as in like the Peacock and Toby then?
If you're, I mean, you've been doing jobs. You can look in your history. If you've been doing jobs for a while, you'd know. If you haven't, then maybe you just need to contact them in some other way.
Oh right, I have the Neuro link, right?
We have space
Alright.
don't we?
Yeah. So if I can I create a group call with Peacock and Tobby D?
Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want to do.
Alright, well I'm doing that with the Neuro link, like
Yeah.
trying to call both of them at the same time.
Nyx is like, why did you summon me? And I was how, and you're now literally.
It's the same thing about your mom saying, "Come down, it's dinner time," and then you go down and on the stove.
10
Like, can you
minutes
put up the
later.
plates,
Yeah,
please?
yeah set the tables.
God damn it! I was fuck.
Peacock? Tobby?
Oh, hey, Winter Soldier. How's it going?
Hello,
So-
Gub. So, Big Boss needs us down at the Guilo for the next step in whatever he has in mind, and yeah, we're going as soon as we can. He told us not to dally. I would strongly suggest not going against him, and yeah.
As long as he keeps paying like he does, I'm down.
Is Nyx gonna be there?
I'll call Nyx and hook her in as well.
Okay, I'll see you guys there then.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye! And then hang up.
Is
And I
Pyke
assume we just do
embarrassed?
the
Is Pyke embarrassed that Nyx has given her a place to stay?
huh?
Is Pyke embarrassed that Nyx has given him a place to stay? Is that what's going on here?
No.
No, it's like you're in the room with her. I'll give Nyx a call as well. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. Like she's not here currently, but I'll
It's
give
like,
her a call.
She's
Wait,
like
you're-
sassily looking at him like.
It's like, wait, your two backgrounds look familiar. Like, this is awkward. Alright. So, is there, like, I'm sorry, I haven't read, like, anything about transportation and stuff in the game book, Gamer, but is there, like, do we call a taxi? Do we get someone to escort us?
Cable car.
You know, like-
I vote
So
cable.
there's no cable car in this region.
What do you
So
mean? I wanna
typically,
It's District 5, bro.
cars, but like.
I mean, ultimately, if none of you have your own transport, you can take public transport. You can call a car. But it's up to you. I mean, in theory, you could walk it. I mean, it's like not that far, like maybe
I love the idea
20
that
miles or
we're
something.
I love the idea that we're on a bus. Just for some reason.
Hey!
Yeah.
I just love the concept that we
The
bought
fact
bus
that it's-
tickets.
Fucking the rapid transit is 40 Wonglong per mile.
Yeah.
Like Jesus
Alright.
Christ.
So I would like
This
to
money
make.
is worthless.
I would like to try and work out what the
This is like
fastest
Germany
way
after
to
World
Gwyla
War
would
One.
be.
You've got to have like a wheelbarrow full of it just to buy
Yeah.
a loaf of bread.
I love it.
Bread is expensive though.
He's not. I mean, in theory, he's not wrong.
I
So,
think Toby is going to call in a favor from one of his old hangouts and just gonna have him drive them.
Are you popping around to pick everybody up?
If they ask for it, perhaps, but if not, he just assumes they have their own way of getting there.
Oh no, definitely bus journey with Pyke and Nyx.
Yeah. Is there actually? Can I make like a? What would it be? Like a
bus
navigation check to
Yeah.
see if like I would know like the fastest way to get to the Gwylo reasonably? I don't
Sure,
know.
I'd be happy with that. Yeah.
All right.
I love it.
This is gonna be great. Oh, that's not too bad.
Mm.
14.
What is it? There we go.
Yeah, sorry, I
14
rolled a
navigation.
14.
Yeah. So from where you are, you've been there enough times.
Okay.
Like you know that if you take some kind of public transport, it's only going to take you about 10 minutes.
All right.
But if you walk it, chances are you'll be mugged 5 or 6 times along the way.
Okay. So knowing this, next we're taking the bus.
Alright, you best behave.
Always. You just gotta check I have all my things. I do, in fact, have all my things. And here we
So
go.
you've got all the important stuff on you.
Yeah.
Your energy drink.
Yeah.
They're fucking a wheelbarrow full of crush.
I only have 15 left.
15 wheels.
Oh no, how will you get through this session?
I don't know.
I will. Is it illegal to walk around with a phase katana, or am I okay to? Because it's District 5, right? So nobody would give a shit, right?
Oh, true.
Everyone is packing in District 5.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like if you're not looking at what kind of fucking weirdo are you?
Right.
Not carrying a massive weapon on you everywhere.
That is
That's
Yeah.
weird.
exactly what I wanted to hear. So I'm going to like pull out my new bladed weapon, and I will take all the stuff that I have on my inventory because it's not too heavy and yeah, easy.
Head note to the DM. I'll just unload most of the ammunition that I did not that I bought for like the assault rifle that I returned and etc. I will be leaving that in the accommodation storage.
Wasn't your assault rifle
It was rented.
rented? So you would
Yeah,
have already
the-
given that back, I
Yeah,
assume.
but the ammunition, right? Would the
Yeah, the
ammunition
ammo,
have
yeah.
been rented too?
Okay.
Okay.
Rented
Not
ammunition.
rented.
If you want it back, you're gonna have to
I
go
want
and
all
get it
this
from the
ammo
dead
back.
body.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That it's like Like I'll just cross that off my my equipped stuff, basically.
All right. So with that, let's assume that you all knew kind of roughly where you were going. You were meeting people. You meet. Are you meeting at the place, or are you heading around to pick each other up?
Some took
Almost-
15 minutes, other people took 2 hours on the bus.
It's 10 minutes, Nyx. Don't
I was gonna
exaggerate.
say, because there's a consequence to going slowly.
Oh. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame, isn't it? That's right, I got a bus pass. I'll just show him that I had to take the bus and work will be fine.
Brilliant.
I don't know if you have to roll on the table to see if we get into like a like a public transport car accident or something, but
I'm not-
otherwise
I'm
we
not.
probably just get there in 10 minutes. Yeah.
That's fine. There is no rolling for catastrophe for travel.
It just feels like
Yeah, maybe there should be.
Pyke,
I rolled a 9.
yeah.
Oh dear, I love it.
It smells like a catastrophe next to Pyke, that's for sure.
Hey,
So with,
this is
with
this
that,
is Pyke, not Gareth.
Yeah.
you all
Like,
meet
come on, Nick, you gotta get
outside.
gotta get your games in order.
You all meet outside the Guilo, and it is a sort of back alley dive bar from the outside with kind of a Chinese theme to the front of it. You know, the neon lights, sort of garish in the smog. The lineup of bikes outside, sort of motor vehicles and motorbikes outside. Pyke, you've been here a fair few times.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else maybe has, maybe wants to initially kind of register their interest at joining the Washington Street Boys.
Yeah, probably.
And so with sort of outside, you all start congregating, you make your way in, and the Guilo is the dirtiest, cheapest bar in District 5. It is full of cigarette smoke, loud music, and enough firepower to take down a small army. So what they're saying is basically don't walk in, call them all bitches, and expect to survive.
So
So
hold my
we're
beer.
looking to start a fight. Okay.
So everyone here appears to be carrying some kind of weapon. Oh, I've got visitors.
Oh,
Hooray!
is it Broly? Is it Broly?
That's my little dragon.
It's larger children.
You off to bed?
Oh.
Be good.
Oh,
Do you want to put your hood up? Show them your hood.
That is the
oh
coolest
my
thing.
god!
Oh,
I want
It's
one.
got a tail as well.
Oh!
It's a monster on you, gamer! Ah!
She can't see you because I've got the PDF up.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
go on then, lovely. Bye.
like this
Wow.
won't mean anything to anyone but
Grown a
no,
lot. That's
probably.
the Wonder
She's
Vision
like,
shit there.
Mom, Dad's talking
What are you
to
getting?
himself again.
Hi.
He's talking to the screen again.
Right, there we go.
Wait,
It was
she shrank. She shrank. What did you
No,
use?
No, this is
Everyone-
Benjamin Button.
Aaron,
Everyone
Like,
here
I thought you-
appears to be carrying some kind of weapon. Jackie Chow, some of you have seen him more. Some have seen him more on the Hollow than actual in real life. He's a slim, well-dressed young Chinese man wearing a stylish white suit and sort of dark shirt underneath. He's sporting a pompadour hairstyle, and he approaches with a bottle of Hokkaido Yabisu in one hand and a couple of glasses in the other. He goes, "Hey, you made it! Wondered how long it'd take you. Come
We,
join me."
absolutely, boss.
And he
Hi,
starts
Jackie.
making his way, parting the crowd, with the very. And there's a baby in the corner that is particularly grumpy. And he walks past. It's his child, so he's allowed in.
Yeah.
And look at all these people. I know.
Yeah, I'd cry looking at us as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
You're scary.
So, do you want your ball? you want the ball? It's alright if you're putting us to bed.
Oh, give me a couple minutes to calm down.
He's fine. Well, he's as fine as he's gonna be without you. And he's got a mouthful of hair.
The mama's boy.
Not the mama. Not the mama.
Hello. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So where did I get to? So he sort of parts the crowd as he's walking through. You can sort of sense that the people in there know who he is. And he sort of gestures over to a booth in the corner, sort of in one of the sort of darker sides, and there's a couple of men either side of this booth that are sort of standing there, preventing people disturbing you. As he gestures to you to sit down as he sort of slots himself inside.
Nice.
I am cheating.
I am sitting.
You're cheating?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the hostage's name was, because I didn't write that down.
Jet Set or something like that?
Yeah.
Boss, the one chi guy that we brought to you last week. Whatever happened to that guy? Did he wanted to be put in front of you? He was talking about your gang being farly superior and more grander and better than his, so he wanted to join you instead.
He was part of the One Chai gang. Anything is up from there, I suppose. I mean, you were right bringing him to me. We had a conversation. And let's just leave that there.
Alright.
He may still prove useful. So he sort of looks around the table, looking at this sort of ragtag bunch, and he goes, I never did thank you for bringing back my mech.
You
So
paid
thank
us, that's
you for-
thanks enough.
I like your style. Thanks. I don't like it when people steal my stuff.
You're very welcome.
No one does.
But that got me thinking. It's about time that we struck back at those so-called Wan Shi warriors, Washington Street style.
I like where this is going. What do you have in mind?
I'm so glad you asked, Pyke, my boy. One of my lookouts just told me that he's seen some Wan Shi warrior guys hauling what looked like an unprogrammed synth into their VR cafe. You know, the garish one on Stone Nula Road.
Yes.
You know, the one around the corner, just about an hour or so ago.
What was that place called? Sorry, DM?
VR cafe on Stone Nula Road.
Stone Nula.
I want you to head over there and get me that synth. Oh. And take out anyone else that's there. They gotta know that if they steal from me, I steal from them.
Absolutely, boss.
Do
Did
this
you
to me.
look out how many of these Wan Shi boys there might have been there?
Just the two that the lookout mentioned that were carrying the unprogrammed synth.
I see. Should the
I mean,
synth somehow have been weaponized? Is it okay to inflict repairable damage to it?
I mean, I want it back. I want it. Not I want it back, I want it. They've stolen it from someone else, I'm gonna steal it from them.
Sounds
Alright.
fun.
Do this, and you'll officially be Washington Street boys. And girls.
I could be a boy if you wanted.
And
Yeah, I've
I
seen
mean, position's all good and well, but money makes the world go round. You know,
You mean membership isn't enough? You sort of...
everybody's got
Flat
bills
it.
to pay. Gorgeous. And I flutter my eyelashes at him.
Fine. 50 long. 50 long. 50,000 long.
This doesn't even cover my bus.
No,
fare.
right.
Photos that I've
50,000 long. And you get to keep anything you find other than the synth.
Sounds
Is that each or?
Boss, if I may, your gracious membership is more than enough payment for me. I'll have you.
Well, he sort of looks down at your arm and goes, well, I kind of figured as much.
Yeah.
But you'll need your money to live too. The favor isn't paid just yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
I appreciate your understanding that we can't do more unless we can afford to eat for you. So that is certainly gratefully appreciated.
So here, I mean, if we're all in agreement, I mean, these guys got to get wiped off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
And you did do a good job last time. I mean, we were hearing on the Hollow for miles of the carnage that happened in the apartment block you went to last time.
Just look
You
over.
may have found a
Pyke
calling.
and then look back.
You could say
And he sort of giggles.
Well,
Hey,
speaking of calling, if you ever need anything else after we've done this, we'll always be a phone call away. Or a Neuralink
You
connection
can still
away.
call a phone call. Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
I mean,
yeah,
As the leader of-
you have phones.
I mean, as the leader of the Washington Street Boys, that's kind of the way it works anyway.
Oh, true.
But I may have more, lucrative deals for you when you've proven to me that you can be discreet and successful.
Oh,
Wow.
discreet.
Not
Not
that-
my strong
Not
suit.
that this particular job requires discretion, as he sort of winks in your direction.
Of course.
Playing more to your strength.
You want us to send a message? We can.
Hey, if there are none of them left at the end, who am I to say that's wrong? And he sort of stands up with the bottle in his hand and goes to start filling up your glasses. And just as he does that, the bottle in his hand just explodes.
Oh shit!
And shards of glass and alcohol everywhere. A split second of confusion follows before a hail of gunfire fires into the bar from outside on the street.
Throwing myself down behind
Everything.
I would like
is
to
sort
body
of-
block for him and get over him to prevent him. Security guard style. Jump over the table and get him down out of the way.
Nice. So I am going to just change the music because this isn't.
Yeah,
Oh!
Oh shit!
yeah, boy.
Yeah, if it's possible, I would like to, protect the man.
So a few of Jackie's bodyguards kind of go down amongst the exploding glass and synth wood. Jackie sort of immediately kind of is underneath you, under an upturned table, and he's beginning to bark orders at his men to sort of escape out the back. There is blood kind of just spurting for all these people when they just weren't expecting it. Glass everywhere. So to
is
escape
it people firing from outside? There's nobody
from
inside.
outside.
Okay.
From outside. So as you peek up, you can kind of see just bodies. I say bodies. People outside with firing whatever weapons that they have, just indiscriminately inside.
I had a quick glance.
So-
Do they look like one she?
Roll
Or would
me
there be a way of?
perception check.
It's actually a paying attention check now.
23.
Holding it in
for paying
check.
attention.
Holding it in check.
23 for paying
So-
attention.
You kind of, in all of this sort of hubbub, I don't know a more manly way to say it, of all of this sort of shit that's going on, you kind of peek up and then put your hand back down, you're like, whoop, yep, those are one she boys. Those are one cheese boys.
Is there any way to
say
make
that out
think at a
loud.
quick peek and try and get a guesstimate on how many they may be?
Yeah, by all means, if that's what you're specifically looking out there for, you can try and have a look.
Alright, I will.
What?
I say, it is one she.
Get it? Wankers.
Wankies.
Can I like try and be like assisting the boss in getting out away from the gunfire?
Yeah, did you... Pyke, did you roll?
No, I didn't know what you wanted.
Just another perception check. Because
okay.
Peacock was looking out for the colours of who was out there. You're not so much focused on the colours, but the actual number that are out there.
Yeah. And I rolled an 11. Not great.
So you can see that there are more than 5.
Alright.
With that, maybe you were trying to count, you got to 5, and then all of a sudden, synthwood just sprayed from the table in front of you and sort of causes you to have to put your head back down. So, how we're going to run this is called a set piece.
Ooh.
We are going to be making some rolls, and if the group passes, something will happen. If the group fails, something else will happen.
Alright.
The first thing I would like the team to do is to make a gambling check for me, please.
Ooh.
And I need each time more than half of you to pass.
I rolled a 2, so I got a 6.
Oh, so I'm gonna call it that half is a pass because obviously we've got a group of we got a group. So years of being in this sort of establishment, you know that these tables are made of sturdy stuff. In an attempted shooting, a poker table turns out that they are bulletproof and large enough for you to use as cover. Luckily, the Guilo has its fair share of illicit gambling. So with that, you're throwing up tables that you happen to know are bulletproof, and you've taken that chance to kind of get in behind them and start moving your way across. So, next thing, I would like you to make an intimidation check for me, please.
Natural 20 for 19.
Very bad.
So once again, that is just half. So you pass that one as well.
Does natural 20 count as 2?
It doesn't, no.
Damn it.
So in all the madness, you see a thief crawling around, sort of searching the pockets of those that are falling in the firefight. There are always opportunists in place like this, but this fool is in the party's way, and between you sort of send him this look to get the out of the way before everybody gets killed, and he scarpers, out clearing the way that you need to head out.
Does he rise up a little bit more and present a bit of a target as he's scarpering away?
He most certainly does. Yeah, he's sort of
Fuck
waving
you.
that white flag and going, "Whoa!" out of the way. So next, I would like you to make a navigation check for me, please.
Ooh, 18. 18 for people.
18!
That's 20!
And that is 3 passes. So once again, there is no better way to describe this situation than a war zone. People are dropping dead all around you. Blood soaks the floor, and loud fire erupts as bullets. Yeah, flyer. These paper bullets. As these bullets fly everywhere. To say nothing of all the broken glass. Finding a clear path through the chaos to the rear exit is not going to be easy. But with their success, the group successfully sort of pulls themselves together, uses their experience to guide their way from table to table through the broken glass that little bit further. So finally, I would like you to make a perception check for me, please.
Ooh, 12.
Alright.
20!
Natural 20
Wow.
Motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, boy.
So what have
I
we
rolled a
got?
4.
We got 2 passes on that one?
I think so.
again.
No.
We don't know the
We've
DC.
only got 1 pass.
Wait, I rolled
2 passes on that one. No, yeah.
12,
there's an
22
18.
for 18.
We got 2 passes on that one. So you managed to spot a real thick serving tray that would work as a makeshift shield to protect you and your allies from the ricocheting bullets of glass, synthwood, and other and other sort of projectiles that are being thrown through the window, and you make it that little bit further towards that exit out the back. Lastly, I would like you to make a streetwise check for me, please.
Here's where we fuck it up, guys.
Nah, dirty 20.
Whatcha? Ooh, 5.
Oh, 3.
Ooh.
Okay.
Two
So-
passes, I assume.
No doubt this is the work of the Wan Chi hustlers. In attacks like this, those guys always shoot waist high and above to maximize their chances of inflicting lethal injury.
Center mass.
So because you passed more than 4 of those, or at least 4 of those, you managed to find your way to the back exit. You see an injured Jackie and his remaining bodyguards escape out of the back, where you quickly follow. Jackie doubles down on his commitment to get revenge on the one... it says one chair. One Chi warriors. And he insists that you go after the VR cafe right now. A moment later, Jackie is in the back seat of a car that disappears into the sky traffic.
Taxi.
You have escaped.
We have to take the
You have currently out of the back of the Guilo. What are you doing? Everything's going on at the front. The place is being shot up.
Guys, quick! I've got my bus pass. Let's go.
Can I have a look around to see if there's any sign of Wan Chi covering the rear? It doesn't seem to be, but
There is nobody out the rear. No, there may have been 1 or 2, but the bodyguards took care of them to get Jackie into the car.
Yeah. No,
Quick, let's get the F out of here.
Yeah, let's bounce. Let's go. This is not
VR Cafe, Stone Neural Road. Here we go.
So
That's it.
you
That's it.
absolutely leg it away from the Guilo, taking every opportunity to head down back alleys where you hear the gunfire behind you still continuing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
with
think
that,
with what Nick
You are
said.
heading.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, no, carry on.
I was gonna say that with what Nick said, would have said that like the bus pass and everything, like trying to get to like anywhere where we know that we could get some form of transportation to the VR cafe, since we knew where it was.
Mm-hmm.
And since they're unscathed as well, right? They're not gonna tell us to
100%.
So yeah, I vote we genuinely take a bus.
Yeah, just get
Wouldn't
there
it
as
be
fast as
quicker
possible.
to flag down an Ultra X then faster?
Look, I ain't got that kind of money.
How much would that
Cheaper.
cost?
Is it?
Peacock, how much would that cost?
Is it cheaper for a
It's
high
31
fare?
long per mile, but the minimum charge is 60, and the bus minimum charge is 50.
Yeah, we'll do anything to get there as fast as possible, and Pyke will just pay whatever the fare will be.
Flag down or HUD upper.
You flag down a vehicle, and all the vehicles at this point are autonomous, like all the public service vehicles. So it pulls up alongside you and just sort of comes to a halt as the side doors open, and you all pile into the back of this cab, and the doors close behind you.
I'll flip my payment chip over the reader or whatever, and I'll
same.
This
Oh,
guy.
okay.
Just to get us the F out of here faster.
And it with that and understanding the urgency, because it's kind of got some sort of AI working it. It just floors it and just goes.
I hadn't put my seatbelt on. I hate these cars.
I grab hold of Nyx by the shoulder and keep her against the chair, the seat, so she's not flying around.
Alright.
One
Was there
hand
an
on the shoulder,
accidental
one on the
boob graze
thigh.
in there somewhere as well?
Not yet.
It would have been welcomed.
I bring out the little inhaler and
So what are you on? Is that Crush?
that is Crush.
Alright, so add your
My +2 to hit. Yeah.
So it begins.
and it he's popping this, but it doesn't just all go in his mouth. There's like a vapor as he takes it that sort of fills the back of this cab.
Sorry.
Covering. I've got my helmet on. Close down the visor.
Alright, let's show these one-chai motherfuckers who's boss of this town, shall we?
Jackie Chan?
Jackie fucking Chow.
All right.
So you you take a look down at this new arm that you've got and sort of begin to sort of flex, and the adrenaline through this is kind of a different feeling than you're used to. The drugs kind of numb the effect, but it's just odd to have a limb that didn't start out as being yours.
Yeah.
Pikey Poo, what does your arm look like? Is it noticeably?
Yeah, it would be like quite noticeably some form of bionic attachment. Like it would be in a stark sense from his mostly human appearance, or at least
Mostly.
Yeah, mostly human appearance. This is clearly a mechanical arm, even if it like looks human-like in its functions and everything. It's clearly mechanical. It is it's cool.
Yeah.
Because I said so. I just don't have the capability of describing it on the fly.
So, this cab takes you the shortest possible way to Stone Noodle Road, and it pulls up as it's getting to the road. Are you getting out directly outside the?
A couple of buildings down, I think. Probably.
So it sort of comes to quite an aggressive halt and sort of jolts you all forward as the doors begin to open, as a sign that sort of pops up on the reader in front that just says, "Thank you, have a nice day."
You too.
Yeah, you too.
Like,
bye.
middle finger.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Autobus.
So we stopped a few streets down. You said, Peacock?
Correct.
A few buildings at least, so we can look from a distance, sort of, keep an eye out, make sure.
Yeah, not stopping we're not stopping right in front of the front door announcing our arrival.
Well, that would have been more effective, no? Now we have to walk. Come on, then.
We want to make sure that the information we were given was accurate before barging in. I don't want to just get myself killed.
Accurate or not, it came from the boss. I don't think we should question our task at hand after such a brutal attack on his home turf.
I want to take a look for lookouts, anything like that.
So as you sort of scan the surrounding area between the 24-hour store with its anime plush dolls in the window and an outdated ATM stands perhaps the most popular VR cafe in the district, an unnamed establishment on Stone Noodle Road. Black backlit signs with bold Chinese text cover every surface at the entrance to this cafe. The entrance itself is a single stairway heading underground. And standing at the entrance...
Is it Chinese or Japanese? Because they said anime.
Chinese. So the 24-hour store next to it has the anime dolls in the window.
Oh, okay. What type
That's
of
two different places.
How much? I can read Japanese as well. How much are the little anime dolls? Do they have one that's like a little keychain?
They they have one of those machines where you just turn the dial and you get
a capsule machine
stuff that falls out. Yes. They have one of those just outside.
To try and make it look like Peacock is just a casual person. While I'm looking for lookouts, I'm going to go up and on one of those. So how much does that cost me?
Let's say
like
50 long.
5,000 long.
Do you say 50?
Yeah.
Okay. And I get my little anime, and then I'm just looking around for lookouts.
So, standing at the entrance is a man covered in Lumiskin tattoos. Outside of that, you don't see anybody else.
Is he wearing one chai colors? One chi, sorry.
Because you can see his token is purple.
No, that's illegal.
Oh, he looks kind of cool.
Ooh, wow.
How do we want to play this, guys?
Hard and fast.
Maybe we can see if we can take a look inside before we. I mean, I'm always a fan of hard and fast, but not in that way. Maybe we can have a look inside first. This time, last time we ran around willy-nilly. Weren't quite
True.
sure what we were getting into, and you kind of lost an arm because of it.
I got a new one because of it.
It does look super hot.
And then I drink an energy drink. as well.
Can I poke Pyke's arm? Does it feel like metal?
Yeah, it does. It's kind of like, it has this, like, if you imagine, like, a slight, kind of, like, give to it. But it's, like, beneath that, it would be, like, hitting, metal or bone. It's very...
so it's
yeah,
like a metal
it has-
arm with like some fake skin on top of it.
Yeah, basically. It's, like, it's, like, slightly padded, but beneath it, it is, very hard. And fast.
Nice.
Um,
Well, while you're discussing, Tobin is just going to reach into his pocket, grab a lollipop, just to rip the wrapper off, throw it to the wind, and just
Let's see.
holding in his mouth like a cigarette.
Pyke will just say, not Pyke, sorry, Nyx will just say, if and when we want to get rid of that guy, just let me know. I can blind him for a small amount of time. We can just take him out of the question.
We could also just separate his body from his torso.
Yeah, but we don't want him to see us coming, right?
True.
If he doesn't scream out whilst we do it,
If you have a way to do it and get us inside and satisfy Peacock's morbid curiosity of what the one she's up to,
More curiosity.
I'm just saying, I'd like to go in knowing a little bit more. Maybe one of us can go and take a look around inside, just briefly.
The building, does it have like an alleyway to the side of it? Does it have anything that we could get next to? So get close without making suspicion, so maybe just walking past, that sort of thing. Is there...
and it's
Yeah, I
something-
mean, you could almost say that you're using the ATM, like to the one side. There's the shop that you've got, and then there's kind of just this doorway. Well, it's not a doorway. A doorway missing a door. There's nothing there. It's kind of a very small alleyway that goes down. There's no like big named thing saying that this is the VR cafe.
yeah, we just know where it is.
Alright.
So it's a doorway
Right,
without
and-
a door, so you're saying it's the way.
I vote,
Oh, no way.
I vote that you guys like get close to the ATM thing, or like just pretend to be normal people in the area, and then I'll blind the fucker, and you guys just jump him. So if you hold attack actions or something, we just jump his ass, so he doesn't see us coming.
No guns straight away.
Yeah, just blades. Be quiet about it.
Is there a lot of people, other people on the street? Is it fairly busy?
Yeah, there are other people walking. There are still cars passing. You are on a main street. There is a car park. Kind of to the one side of the ATM. Like just an open area. But there's quite a large road with people. Passing.
Or we could push him into the road.
I'm gonna link an arm with Nyx and start walking past the thing and sort of laugh at something and
Nyx
take a look
is
to
like
see if I
that,
can.
that type of person who doesn't know how to play cute, and she's like, ha 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 ha
Love it.
ha.
And just try and see if the dude looks at us in any specific way, other
He
than
looks you
wow,
up
it's
and
two hot
down.
chicks. Other than it's two hot chicks in suspicious way.
He just sort of looks you up and down. He doesn't move from the doorway.
Throw him a wink.
And he just sort of grins, and you just see this mouth full of metal.
Nyx is like, oh, for fuck. This guy is so lame.
And anything down the doorway that is not a door that we can see as we walk past?
It's darkness, but you can see it goes down. You know, there are stairs behind there into what would be the entrance.
Okay, and we head past and go up to the ATM.
What's Pyke and
Tobby.
He's called Toby D everywhere now.
I can't.
Well, technically not.
I'm getting used to not saying his dead name. I apologize.
Well, I'm just gonna say that underneath my token, it still technically has both the Bs. And I don't know how to edit that.
I think
It's a game which
Leigh has to do it.
Alright.
Yeah.
I will do my best in my highly jacked up state of as inconspicuously just walk towards this doorway leading down as if I belong there and I have business to attend to down there. You know, like it's like I used to act like I used to act like I belong there. You know, that I have. That's what I'm trying.
Yeah, and as you sort of make your way, his eyes lock yours, and as you sort of get close enough, he just sort of puts his hand out, sort of goes, "Members only."
I am a member.
See your ID, as he sort of holds out a reader, looking for you to swipe your ID over the top of it.
And I'll just transfer like 2,000 or 3,000 longs to him, as I do. See,
That won't
already
buy
a
my
member.
lunch.
He popped it. He sort of, you can see, he smirked and he went, "Nearly there."
Whilst they're doing that, I'd like him please to make a mind saving throw.
Me?
No, not you. Not you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, one momento. I wasn't expecting to have to roll anything just yet. That is a 15.
Oh, what's my safety C? How do I figure that out?
Isn't it just like in
It might be-
Probably the same as
5e? So it would
5e.
be 8 plus proficiency plus your modifier.
Damn it, he saves. So he's got like.
Would he know?
Level 2.
Yeah, so
Level
basically,
2.
what he sees, right, is he sees like the pop-up for money, and then he just sees loads of pop-ups for hot single grannies in your area. And like it covers his entire HUD for 2 seconds, but his antivirus kicks in, I guess, and says, "Nah, I'm not gonna take this." I'm like, "Fuck!" He just sees. It doesn't say that if he succeeds, he knows. It's just that there's a load of overcrowded pop-ups and ads.
So with that, the smile sort of disappears from his face as he is sort of temporarily, sort of the internal virus software is just sort of attacking whatever's there and clearing his screen, but it's just for a moment.
God, Pyke.
I apologize. Halfway there, you said? Here's another 5. Or another, whatever.
No, he
I'll
didn't
make
say
it 2.
halfway there. Let me just play. So
Oh,
he just says nearly there.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'll transfer 5,000 in total to him. Like, up it from the 2 to 3 to 5.
Yeah. And he sort of goes,
See, member?
yeah,
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
please please enjoy the establishment, and please remove 5 grand from your lungs.
Oh.
Have done.
So, with that, I'm going to have to move everybody else that isn't here off this screen. So, with that, you are allowed past. You head down some sort of narrow stairs as you get to a door. You open the door at the end, and you are greeted by sort of the smell of kind of BO and fecal matter and sweat, along with all these sort of flashing lights that are in there. Imagine like a real
I've been in
crummy
an
tech shop. Yeah,
I've
like
been in an internet cafe before. Don't worry. It's literally just
descending-
unwashed ball sacks and sweat. That's all it is.
Yep. So descending the stairs, you enter this smoky VR cafe. The interior is covered wall to wall with people wearing cheap VR headsets. At the back of the room, sitting behind a small desk, is a wiry man smoking this electronic cigarette. Behind him, you can see a descript door leading further into the structure.
All right.
So I've deleted everyone else's token, so I'm thinking that you shouldn't be able to see anything on this screen yet. So if I take you to here, Pyke, you should be seeing.
Oh shit, we can see like rooms, but we don't see like it's not.
You can take just Pyke.
Yeah, you can take just Pyke. So if you go to the maps, you can click and drag from Nogo's name underneath his camera onto the space, onto the map. It'll just take him.
Thanks.
Oh,
That's cool.
okay. Jesus. All right.
Reese's Pieces.
As I'm making my way through the kind of middle way, I'll just light a cigarette and continue walking until I reach the counter with the man sitting at the end of it.
Okay. So you walk down, you notice that there are these booths are full with people that are in serious various states of undress. You are well aware of what VR cafes are like in this sort of period. People use them to escape their life. They literally jack in, pay as long as you like, and that guy would be responsible for cleaning their colostomy bags and making sure that their nutrients are filled. So next to each one of these sort of cyber booths is kind of a drip that is looking after their needs and things as well.
Okay. And looking at as I'm walking down, the people that are hooked up to these machines, they're not wearing like one Shi colors per se. Like they don't seem to be, no. Okay. It's just the guy at the end.
If I do that,
Oh.
I think it's like it's a Wangxi establishment, but they're like civilians as members.
Yeah.
At this point, I guess the rest of us have realised Pyke got in without trouble.
Which is weird.
So,
That doesn't feel right.
did we see him paying the money to get in, or
you
Nyx did.
saw? Why would Nyx have?
Otherwise, he wouldn't have done the mind save, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I was watching.
I think you may have. Yeah, I think it's safe to assume he's kind of put his hand out like people would to touch their devices to transfer money, sort of thing. But this is the future, so you all have phones.
Oh, true.
And connections to each other.
Guys, as I'm walking in and kind of in a hushed tone smoking my cigarette, guys, I got in for 5,000.
5,000? Peacock actually does that a little bit out loud.
Oh god.
Before she covers herself.
Oh.
Now she usually doesn't do that then.
We didn't want her to.
I've got just enough to pay 5,000.
I'm gonna grab Nyx by the arm again and walk her over, I guess, towards
It's like,
the
bro,
dude.
What the fuck? I'm not ready.
And he just sort of looks you up and down and went, "Oh, my lucky day."
Well, dude, assuming I'm still connected through the Neuralink, I'll just tell them, well, do keep in mind, he's not living through the day and the money will be back in our pockets before long.
Peacock says, "That sounds like a good idea," making it seem like she's responding to the dude at the door.
Deception! Nah.
Hey,
If you want.
hey,
No?
buddy. Do you
He's
want,
no reason to.
Do Do you want
Sorry?
to be a lucky boy today? Yeah.
I think. Make a performance check for me, please.
Do I give her this?
Dirty
Oh,
20.
And he
Nice.
just sort of goes, well, I don't finish for a few more hours, but yeah,
Does
most
it take
definitely.
you that long to finish, does it?
And you begin this sort of benign, 18-year-old banter with each other as he sort of starts getting a bit handsy, and then sort of is just engaged in conversation with you.
Oh, you're so
I-
funny.
Signal over to Toby and sort of point towards the gap. If there's space for Toby to try and sneak past.
You can, if you're trying to, you can make me a stealth check with advantage because they're giving you advantage by distracting him. I'll allow that one.
He shall. Okay, let's say first roll.
Ooh.
I really needed that advantage.
Yeah.
So with that, he just sort of puts his arm out in front of you and goes, "Members only, back of the queue."
Raises his hands in the fish, but well, it was worth a shot. Didn't get behind the ladies.
So anyway, when do you finish your shift?
No. He sort of, you can see him referencing his internal HUD. Not for 4 hours.
Well, that's certainly a shame. I'm only in town for... she's speaking exactly like this. I'm only in town for 1 more hour.
And he just sort of begins nodding, and he's clearly more focused on Peacock than he is on you.
Oh,
No, you don't.
I
Like-
live in town.
Why don't what? And then she like just. Can I roll like a is it an insight to understand? Is there an insight? Like is it like an understanding?
sense motive.
Sense motive. I'd like to roll a sense motive. All right, cool. Nope. I don't pick up on that, so I will continue. Well, if you'd like, we could spend your shift together. Wink.
And he
I like
sort
to
of
imagine
goes,
that you're actually saying the word wink when you do it.
I prefer. What about your friend? I thought I was going to be a lucky boy.
Oh. Yeah, you know what? I can cover your shift if you want whilst you're going to fuck her. That's fine.
The boss
That's
would
not
kill
what
me.
it was talking about, darling. Why don't you come inside with us and we'll talk a little bit more?
Come in where? So
Inside, point towards
with that, I would like you to make a persuasion check for me, please.
Do we have advantage because we're women and have societal...
Hurrah! 15.
You've role played it, so like Nyx, you will be giving Peacock advantage.
Yeah!
So that just passes anyway.
Goes with advantage was only a
So he's like, well, look, go in, you can make yourself comfortable. I gotta deal with this first. And sort of waves you past. And
I'm already comfortable with you near me.
Toby,
Good drag her towards the door,
he sort of,
realizing what an abysmal flirt she really is.
That isn't
so,
that isn't Nyx being bad at flirting. That's Darren.
That's David.
No, Nyx is good at flirting, but she's not good at fake flirting. She she's just not. She's not an actor. She's not at all an actor.
I'm sure Pyke wouldn't know that.
so you
Sorry,
should, so you head down the stairs and you should now be seeing what's at the bottom. Toby, you are left with the guard with a hard on. What would you
Yeah.
like?
The guard.
Ooh.
The garden, yeah. He's just going to sort of
Seduce
say
his
like
way
sort of
in.
hushed tones. Listen, man, I really need this. How much to get in?
Wow, I am lucky today.
Is it
Call it
like
4 large.
4 large? How much is that?
4 grand.
4,000.
He's just sort of gonna pretend like he's doing some calculations to see if he can make do with food for the rest of the month if he does this. And he's sort of like, okay. And he transfers over $4,000.
And he's just like, sure. On you go. Why is this place so popular today?
This guy's just made 9,000.
As he waves you.
And he thinks the fucking blowy afterwards as well.
So with that, I'll take
Okay.
everybody. How do I get
Hey.
rid of these?
Yeah, my entire thing went grey, by the way. I couldn't see anything anymore.
Yeah, it's because you're in VR.
No.
Yeah.
Hold on. How do I cancel everybody else? Because I've got players and
So
everybody.
you can click and drag them from the map section to the player section, so you can sort of reattach them to the.
Where the little ribbon that says
yes.
players,
I
you
see.
can drag.
Thank you.
the
Thank you for
squares
that.
into that.
Okay.
And I'm going to mention that as a last bit of little RP, as soon as Toby walks in, he sort of like rocks his shoulder and immediately drops that little act he was putting on. And like, fucking moron.
I see
why has
map,
it gone
but
black?
no other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only see like
Yeah, I
straight
can
out
see
like
what
it
you
has.
see, but I
yeah.
don't.
You don't
Hold on.
understand
This
the
was
plot.
working perfectly when I tested it, and with Pyke. So I don't know
Yeah.
what.
Let me just try it.
Oh man,
Being really
the site got infected by Pyke.
The
Well,
site got
was
Pyke.
really weird for me in my game.
You've all got vision.
I don't know what you just said.
You've all got
Maybe if we refresh it?
dynamic lighting, daylight mode, so you should see everything.
I refreshed the Chrome and now I can
Yeah,
see
yeah,
everything. I
refreshed
can
it.
see people in
It's a
here,
bug, it's
I
a
can see
bug.
the group.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine.
And there's the
Refreshing.
dude at the end.
Okay,
Yeah.
one sec.
Yeah, now it works for me as well.
Cool.
Can I ask a knowledge?
Ah, damn it.
Oh, damn it. I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Do we reckon that these VR sets are trackable by Chi? Do we think these are like like code locked or?
I mean, I think there may be some technology that does that. This place doesn't look like it would have top of the range kit, but until you examine one of them specifically, I'm saying you wouldn't know that.
I'm gonna whisper to Peacock, hey, free VR set.
She takes note of that.
So you can see this place is full. Obviously, everything that I said to Pyke, you can now see. There is a giant TV screen at the back that sort of is recording life signs and monitoring everything and displaying it out. And there's a man at the back. Again, you're accustomed to seeing this sort of gangbanger dressed in the colors. So he's got his feet up on the desk, watching porn on one monitor and stats on the other, and he's sort of sitting there with his electronic cigarette.
Yeah.
I can't see you anymore,
It's
Nick. Nix, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah.
I can't
Yep.
see you. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to reconnect to see. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Live! There we go.
And obviously I just see the,
And I am the
shadow that has
darkness.
consumed Toby D.
Yeah.
Shadow.
Yeah, shadow.
That word is forever.
I guess we move up to catch up with Pyke.
I'm going to be right next to Peacock because seeing as we're going for this girly buddy cop duo.
Yep.
Alright.
Peacock's very right
And the guy behind the counter, sort of seeing you come in, just goes, "We're full," in
Where's
sort of
the
this
toilet?
real heavy Chinese accent.
There's the
We've
toilet.
only toilets are for staff only, unless you want to use one of our colostomy bags. And sort of giggles to himself, thinking that was really funny.
Maybe
Taking
if I
a
was
run.
some sort of mole man, but I'm not.
Roll a holding it in check for me, please.
Sorry, now
Ooh,
go
7.
off for all these.
Nice, you succeed.
You hold it in. Okay. So, he sort of come back later. We've got one finishing in, and looks down at his stats. He's like, half a day.
Nyx is gonna go. Boss told us to check on the new merchandise and try and make it play like she's actually Quan Chi.
And he sort of looks you up and down and goes, yeah, no worries. Make a deception check for me, please.
Yes.
I just imagine him saying that. But yeah, no worries. Just make a deception check, see if you fool me.
And I'd like to do a sense motive. To
So
see
with-
if he buys it as well.
He looks you up and down, and he sort of he types something into his computer, and then just sort of goes, well, go on then. And you hear as the door over to the left-hand side is opened. It's unlocked.
And she will sort of bow.
And he doesn't move, he just stays there.
She will bow in like a respectful way and say, "Thank you for not wasting our time. I will pass on this message. I will pass on this good deed, and I will just, like, with full confidence, walk into the room that he is allowed to go."
Okay,
Which way is it? Left,
So,
left or right?
it's here.
I'm just gonna go straight.
We're all
Somebody
following.
is just going to follow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna blow it.
So you see him blush a little bit as he sort of minimizes the porn on his desktop as you walk past.
I know what he's gonna be searching soon.
So,
Hey,
well,
look!
there's a toilet in the back, like he said there was. Just that
Where's
only.
the toilet? Yeah, where's the toilet?
So, as you head through the back doors, that you sort of have a quick look around. The back room contains several stacked boxes holding replacement parts. And am I reading the wrong bit? Nope, I'm not.
Nope.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay. Holding replacement parts, and on one box sits an old monitor. In the corner of the room is a single cubicle and a wash basin. Against the eastern wall is another closed door. So everything that you can see in the room is in the room. You can act around with it. There's nothing not here.
I'll just walk up to the next door and try the handle.
Yeah, and it opens.
All right. Cool.
Sweet.
Have a look at the computer, see if there's anything on it.
Yeah, so you it sort of whirs into life, and I would like you to make a hacking check for me, please.
Somebody would just look over
Gotcha!
her shoulder to see her
15.
work.
Nice.
You know,
Everybody noticed that she types.
Oh my god.
so there's obviously very little security on this. I think the password was something like boobs. You know, you sort of they've left everything open other than that one password, and you spend some time kind of reading through you know, a couple of emails and a couple of chat messages, and you get the gist of kind of what's happened here recently. So there's a conversation between two gangbangers that says, you know, earlier today that they had raided a Vil R transport and managed to abduct an unprogrammed synth.
Vil R.
VILL capital R. And with that extra sort of than what you needed, you also learn that the synth is currently unconscious and heavily injured in the vault downstairs.
I was going to say, pretty good job for an amateur.
I relay this to the others. And you said it was a Vil R compound.
Transport.
Oh, transport.
They hit a moving transport.
Does it say when it was? Was it like this morning, yesterday, a week ago?
Earlier today, yeah. Earlier today,
earlier today,
they attacked the
So you
villa
did say I
transport.
was scribbling notes frantically.
That's right. I don't mind repeating myself.
Okay.
Is Nyx using the toilet?
Yeah, I just said Nyx actually needed to go. No.
Yeah, she needed to finish what she started earlier.
Yeah. She wasn't lying. That's for sure.
So, Pyke, you're stood at the door to the next room. You've sort of tried the handle. Are you opening it gingerly? Are you swinging it open as if you kicked it open? What are you doing?
I'm swinging it open as if I no care in the world. I own this place, sort of authority.
The door,
Doors,
this
but
big
just-
metal door, just sort of swings open and hits against whatever's on the other side and begins to slowly swing back
Bonk.
again.
I just walk in.
So this room is clearly used to repair the broken VR equipment, and it's stacked floor to ceiling in spare parts and wiring. The only light in here is a dull green glow from a basic work terminal, upon which sits a broken VR headset.
I would like to go over and see what's on the other side of the VR headset in case there's any Easter eggs.
So as you head over to it's just here. These monitors here.
I can't see what
You pick up the headset and you realize it's a sort of a moderately popular brand, but it's quite a cheap design. But you realize it's broken,
So it's the Steam.
but it could possibly be fixed.
Can I pocket it? Can I keep it?
Would this be something that I could use my cybernetics expert on? Expend 100 long on parts to cast mending as a bonus action?
Yeah, you can do if you want to do it that way, or it would be some kind of mechanics check to fix it. I think if you roll the mechanics check, it would have a time associated with it. If you do it your way, it would be fixed kind of immediately.
I'll say, let me take a look at that, Nyx.
Yeah, here you go.
Just take my glove off where I've got the cybernetic implant, press it on, and pulse out.
And there's these sort of nanites,
I guess.
I'm assuming they're nanites, begin to sort of infuse.
The tiny
this
little
big
nanites
kind of-
crawl out. You see them
You
like little
see it,
fireflies, little green glows.
And as it sort of mends itself together, you scan it through your HUD, kind of like the Amazon stock checker, and realize it's probably worth about 100, about 10,000 long.
That's probably about worth 10,000 long. Split it.
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's do it. Yoink! Money! Okay, so we get some cash money. So there's another door here, correct?
Correct.
Right.
So this is kind of a storeroom. You know, these are the same things that you see out here, just in various different parts.
Yeah, I look at everyone else. Keep it cool. And I just open the door. Actually, I'm just
Yeah.
I'm just gonna open the door like it's like not like I. Not
So
like,
it's a roll. This one is a roller shutter. So you push the thing on the side, and it goes zzz,
yeah, I'll just push the button. I'll just push the button and.
chunk as it reaches the top.
Chunk, chunk, chunk.
Off we go.
So in this room, I just need to move your. There we go. You were stood on top of the highlighter board that I keep all my notes on for each room, so I couldn't get to it. So this room has a small door on the southern wall. It appears to be empty. You know, this is kind of a warehouse storeroom. It's full of boxes and crates along one side. And other than that, it's empty.
Does anybody else get the feeling this is a little too easy so far?
Well, we were told there was only two of them, so I want to know what the second one is.
They- One out front, one manning the place.
Oh yeah. I can't.
I'll just say that being careful thus far seems to have been a waste of time.
I'm sorry, Pyke.
So, is anyone investigating anything in the room, or are you heading straight for the next door?
Look at these drawers and whatever. See if there's anything in there.
So,
Check the
most of
traps,
them
because
are kind of sealed shut. You know, you open one, it's kind of wires. You open one, it's like, various pieces of computer components, colostomy bags, that sort of stuff. You get to the one at the end, and you kind of open it up. It's half ajar, and you see more brand new VR headsets. There are 5 more VR headsets of the same brand that you've just found in there.
I
Dibs?
pocket 2 of them and then give 3 to the others.
Does anyone want a VR headset? Anyone want money in a machine?
Yeah. These might be worth something, and I sort of toss them out.
Takes one.
You toss what now?
Sure.
So,
Yes.
Oh, you toss one out. Okay.
how
Yeah.
much? How heavy are they?
2 pounds.
Oh, heavier than my blade. Nice.
They're quite weighty. You know, they're kind of full face. You know, they are
Backpack comes off. Push them
immersive.
in.
Yeah.
Put the little anime keychain on the back of my backpack so it dangles around.
So, as you approach the door on the far-hand side of the room, does anybody speak Cantonese?
I believe I do, or it's Mandarin. I forget which one I chose.
They are different.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's Mandarin that I spoke, sorry.
Yeah, Mandarin for me.
Nobody speaks Cantonese?
Nope.
I can retcon by choice. And
So,
I'll speak
as you
it.
approach the door, you hear a selection of voices of people in a language that you don't understand. Kind of muffled on the other side.
Can I knock on the door and just say, "Hey, boss told us to check up on you."
I'm unsure as to what to do here.
Excuse me, Nyx, you might want me standing in front.
Oh, I'm knocking on the door. Sure,
Yeah.
I'll be on the side of the door knocking and then sit, and then I'll. Yeah.
Or you could have knocked, said that, and then stepped aside.
I am totally okay with that. That's a great idea.
Okay, I know what to do now. So, as you could have just opened the door. Are you standing knocking on it?
Yeah, I've knocked on it. Dun, dun,
Okay.
dun, dun. Hey, boss told us to
So
check
the
up on you.
voices stop as they kind of look to see who it is, and as the again roller shutter doors open.
You guys okay? How you doing? Mission going as planned?
No one told us you were coming.
Yeah.
So
that's
inside this room is a poorly lit room, and it buzzes with the sound of cheap fluorescent lights. The tiled walls are covered with years of grime, and sitting at a table are around half a dozen men playing some sort of card game. In the southwest corner of the room is an open hole with a ladder descending into it.
So Nyx will roll her eyes and say, "Yes, we always get this treatment just because we don't look like you guys. Look, we're the ones who are meant not to be seen. You know, not to arouse your suspicions. Is everything going okay? Is there any updates you want to give us to give to him? You know, come on, and give to them even.
I've never seen you before.
That's the point. We're not meant to be seen."
I think this is a little bit above his pay grade.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Is it happening again?
Like,
Yeah.
They not know who we are.
They don't recognize us again. Like, you'd think that they would let them know that we were coming. Fuck's sake! And she kicks the door slightly.
How?
Alright.
Just and sort of this one taking charge of the conversation sort of goes. You can see he's kind of somewhat baffled as he goes, "All right, look. That's fine. It's fine. in his sort of broken English, he goes, I'll just contact the boss.
Yeah,
And
you
he
do
sort of brings his visor as he continues.
Shoot him.
that. Yeah, we shoot him as soon as he says that.
Okay, so as he turns away, you
Bang!
you take a shot. So with that, we will be entering combat. Let me get the turn tracker.
Well, we made it this far, guys. It's not too bad.
This one, turn order. There
Ooh,
you go.
natural 20!
And you will get a surprise
Fuck
round.
yeah. 21!
Fucking dirty ass
Yeah,
20.
sorry, we probably don't shoot him, right? Because that's not what we're doing here. We don't want to make noise. I don't know. Fuck it. We'll do it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that was in my mind too. I was gonna ask if we could see like firearms on them. They are.
So each one of these is packing.
Yeah, but
You
what
know,
are
they are your
Firearms
typical
or-
gangbangers. They're all armed. They've all got these holsters. Some of them
Yeah.
are sort of sat caressing their fire axes. Sort of the standard affair. Is this battle music or is this? Has somebody already done it for me?
This is no, we haven't done it. This is Discord.
Okay, that was weird. So we will put the battle music on. So with that, let's put it in the relevant order. He takes a step away and sort of begins to kind of issue the command to bring up the communication device, the Alexa call boss thing. As Nyx, what are you choosing to do?
I am going to just throw a frag grenade. Each creature within 20 feet of the frag grenade will explode. Okay, so I'm going to position this. Nope, that's not going to work. Yeah, here, so that only these 4 get hit. So this.
Can you stop?
Sorry.
It's Toby D. Can you stop so I can see what he's doing?
So this one's getting hit. This one's
Here.
getting hit, this one's
Right,
getting hit,
okay.
this one's getting
Yep.
hit. So all 3 of those need to make reflex saves. As he goes, I call the boss, and I go yeet.
Reflex saves. Okay, so that's an 8, that's a 2, and that's a 7.
Wow.
So all of them fail. So all of them take 13 points of frag damage.
So with that, you sort of throw that frag grenade and it lands perfectly. And there is just a as this guy dies.
Nice.
This guy
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh!
this
Yes.
guy dies.
Nice.
There is just blood and smeg now sticking to kind of all
What
the.
about this guy? What about this guy? What about this guy? Did this guy?
Yeah.
Does he die?
Smeg.
What
He
the
wasn't
hell
in
have
it.
they been
Yeah, he
doing?
Was he?
It was in the blast.
He was in the
Oh,
blast
he
as
didn't.
well.
Sorry, he didn't roll. I thought it was just those 3.
No,
He didn't
no,
roll.
four guys, 4 victims.
A 20.
Do they take
Oh.
half damage when they succeed? Taking half on a success, so he takes 6.
He is not dead.
Oh shit. And with that, I pat Pyke on the shoulder and say, "You're up, bud," and then I'm just gonna step out of the room.
Nice.
Like looking at I throw it, and before it explodes, I pat Pyke and then I go, "You're up, bud," and turn. As I do, I look away from the explosion.
Oh, of course.
And then
Cool girls don't look at explosions.
Precisely. And that is my turn. I have used my frag grenade, but it was definitely worth it.
Totally worth
Your
it.
boy needs more of those.
Yeah. Peasant murder, I think you called it last time. So, Peacock, you are up next.
I'm gonna step in 5, 10, 15. I'm looking, is there... The fucking PDF is fudged for me. Is there a range on throwing a knife?
Let me see. Yes, 2060.
Thank you.
I've got it open near the weapons because I want to know what fight.
That's fine.
15, 20, 25, 30. That's 25, damn it. So that's with disadvantage, isn't it? Bullshit. Okay. Toss the dagger, the knife up by the handle, thunk it towards him as hard as I can. This is with disadvantage. Fuck. 8, so miss.
That misses, and you lose your knife.
So
which one were you hitting? This one at the back, or this one here? So,
there was 2 of them. Let's see, there was
Yeah.
2. That one there. Yeah.
So I love the fact that your color is pink as well. It's brilliant. So you throw this dagger, and it just sort of lands in between the guy's sort of legs as he's sort of getting up, but it does not hit.
And then I sort of squat down a little bit under the table because that's all my movement. Because I had to move out through Toby.
Okay. So you are considered in half cover.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's their turn. So
Didn't
with
we get the
that,
surprise one?
oh yes, you do. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Tobby D is just going to sort of peek around the corner, spot the one that was attempting to make the call, and send 3 ping echoes square in his face.
Oh, muzzle.
So that is
13?
Damage.
Sick.
How much?
13 damage.
And with that, sort of, he like he said, he's begin to put his hand up to his face, and then again, like you saw in the last, his head just starts to sizzle and just pops. There is that distinct pop that you,
Oh.
as he dies.
Hey.
and to mimic that sound, it just takes it up about go, and then puts it back in his mouth again.
So, thank you, Toby. Why are you still Tobby D in the order, but you're Toby D I changed
I
that.
think his token is still named
Yeah.
Tommy.
Yeah, but I changed it.
He did, but it apparently didn't stick.
Anyway, let's not focus on that.
Did
Pyke,
you
you're up
relink the
next.
token to his character
Yeah, I
sheet?
didn't do that though.
I'll
That'd be it.
move 10 feet forward, bring out my fire axe, and just try and throw it at the last guy as well.
You're throwing your axe, okay?
Yeah,
Is it designed to be thrown?
yeah. It has a range of 20-60.
Nice.
Can be thrown.
Yeah, it can.
I mean, anything can technically be thrown.
Yeah.
This
Alright.
one has stats.
So, I've done this at a carnival, guys. Trust me. And
XCOM style.
XCOM
13 to hit.
1 sec. That was a 13, was it?
Yeah.
That hits!
Oh, let's go.
And with that damage, it cuts. So he stands up as he's dodging that knife to take an axe straight to the face as he just sort of is now impaled to the back of his chair. The fire axe singeing as it goes in, and now there is just this smell of kind of heated flesh and hair. And with that,
We've
you have
decimated.
killed every single person in that room in your surprise round.
Yeah.
But we are not yet out of combat.
I just want to point out that damage from the grenade is going to make my score skyrocket. I just did like fucking 60 damage in a turn.
Certainly did.
Well, if they've only got like 6 hit points
Oh, that's true. Depends on how gamer rules.
or whatever.
Yeah.
That's
They have... So you won't know how many hit points they've got. So just do the damage that you are able to know.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
So my
then-
score was fucking high.
So I'm moving. Can I climb onto this table? Like, does that require like extra movement or anything like that? Because I kind of just want to walk over and retrieve my axe and.
so
Peacock
you
knife.
can do that. So you have some time
Okay.
As
All
the
right.
guy
Well,
is
I'm doing that.
Is moving. Goes, what the fuck?
I'll retrieve the axe and the knife, and that is all my movement for the record. That would have been my full 30. So I'm standing there holding both weapons, I guess. And yeah, that's my turn.
All right. So, Nyx.
I am going to, with my 35 feet movement, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, dash, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, nah, 30, and then I'll go 35 here. And then I will peer down the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just a long hole that has a, you know, it's clearly been dug through with a kind of, it's not supposed to be there. You know, it just goes down quite far to the. You can see the bottom, but you can't see anything from what's down there.
Peacock can certainly see the bottom while Nyx is leaning over.
This is so that is very much true.
You dirty girl.
So it's 30 feet down there, by the way.
Okay, that's my. I am completely.
It takes what? Yeah, take one round to descend. Peacock.
I'm gonna skip over to Pyke. May I? Hold my hand out for the knife.
Yeah, assuming I can, I'll give her the knife that I retrieved for her.
Put it back into place. 20.
I'm holding an action to retrieve a knife. Sorry.
And that's me. I'm just gonna go over to there. No go done.
Okay. My turn. Dead. Dead. So
Feels good.
this guy that's come round from the front of the store, hearing the explosion over his pawn. He's run through, and he's immediately kind of on on high alert. And I would like somebody to roll me something, because I was going to do it myself, but I think it's more fun if you do it. Where is it? Where's it gone? You know what? I'm just going to shoot you first. I'll tell you what to do when I find it. So, sort of, you're being. He would count as being in half cover, and he's going to shoot you. He's going to take his 21st century pistol out, but he's shaking. He's got to make this. He's got to make this shot count as he shoots for a 14.
Who are you shooting?
Toby.
That hits my AC.
So you feel, maybe not specifically looking behind you, you feel this clatter on the back of you as the bullet sort of hits into you, and you take 6 points of damage.
Actually, I have that concealable ballistic vest, so I'm just going to have to scroll up again to.
The vest is DR3.
DR3 ballistic, I think. That's the same as what you've got.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So you take 3 damage. It absorbs into that, and is, you still feel the pressure. You definitely take some damage, but not quite as much as he would have hoped.
It's just a free action to sort of turn at him and just look at him with a, oh, now you fucked up, you shouldn't have done that. You could have gone home, man. You could have gone home.
I know I've seen this, but this is going to do my tree in.
Poor tree.
My poor tree.
Poor tree.
Hmm.
What are you looking?
I don't know. You carry on. So
Yeah.
you wouldn't necessarily see him do it anyway. Toby, it's your retaliatory turn.
Yeah, he is just going to, bring out his little computer thingy on his wrist. Do a little quick bit of typing, and a massive amount of high-pitched noises echoing through this man's brain.
Yeah.
So do 5, 10, 15 damage!
My
Doggy.
goodness, that is just brutal.
Oh man, poor guy. This guy did not deserve this. He's just a jacking off guy.
He's so again, he sort of fires the shot and immediately regrets it as you turn around and sort of start aggressively typing on your keyboard.
I'm not aggressively typing, I'm casually typing, like, oh damn.
His head just sort of, his eyes pop and he just hits the floor.
Oh, he did not deserve that type of death. What a poor jacking off guy. He's just a wanker.
Yeah, but every other attack I do always miss, so I'm using my ping echo when I can.
He's seen too much.
He's seen too much or too little of that.
You do say you'll go blind.
So moving on, Pyke.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that since you can't see me, all of you have done it too much.
Unless Toby, you'd shot, you can still move, but obviously you could have done that.
Yeah, I'm just going to move my 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And since I used an action I can't dash, I'm just going to be there. As a front desk guy came around, he's not gonna come around much more anymore.
So with that, as you begin your descent, we will take a quick break before we take on the next floor.
All right.
So good.
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
So good.
Stretching.
So I've just received the first line art from my character in Maze Game, and like it's looking sick.
Nice.
Nice.
It was only $20 as well, and it's already looking so cool. Right.
I'm probably going to use Hero Forge to make mine, and just screenshot token thing. Because I can't afford to have custom-made art.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah, bye. Was stuck.
Oh, did I trigger the mass exodus?
Sure. I love this music.
Hmm.
This
Hi.
sick. Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
stuck. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Oh, name wa nan desu ka?
Yes.
I'm just doing my daily Duolingo.
Green.
Japanese.
7.
Hiya.
I don't know if that's offensive. Oh,
What?
has anyone seen Uncle Roger?
Who?
Oh man.
What?
After the game, I request that we watch a video of Uncle Roger's. It's only like 8 minutes. You will love it. Bye bye.
Hooray for Zoidberg. At last, Zoidberg
I've been
is
watching-
the popular one.
I've been watching a lot of Futurama videos, clips on YouTube. I get like recommended ones that uploaded like 10 years ago or something.
such a good show, man.
It's amazing. I also have any of you seen the Disenchantment one on Netflix?
Yeah, yeah.
I saw like the first episode, but it just didn't really click for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Not like a Matt Gray. Like even Simpsons, people say, "Oh, it's garbage now," but I still kinda like it. And Futurama will always be great. But this one, I've seen some other clips, but nothing really clicks for me.
Yeah, I never quite. It's not clicked for me either. Well, and I really thought it would because it's like it ticks a lot of boxes for me.
What's this, sorry?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna
Enchanted.
like a the medieval Futurama one, the medieval fantasy one.
I thought it was okay, but I've just not been inclined to watch the new season.
Yeah.
I can tell you this much. I watched maybe like the first 1 or 2 episodes, but nothing really clicked, so I just stopped.
I did kind of like second season got very lore heavy, and it really became like deeper. But I was never too fussed with the actual characters.
Like lore doesn't really seem to be important in a Futurama-esque show.
Yeah. So, yeah, for me, it didn't click not nearly as much as She-Ra did. Which by the way, I'm planning on starting season 2 either after this, depending on how sleepy I am, or tomorrow morning.
I want to watch Cells at Work. That's the next thing I'm trying to binge.
Oh, Cells at Work! I love Cells at Work. I still have a couple of episodes left on season 1, so I haven't started on 2 or Black.
Oh man, it looks so. Does anyone not know what Cells at Work is?
Is that the character from Dragon Ball Z?
Incorrect.
No, it's a series.
9 to 5.
So Cell, I get it, because the name's Cell. I
damn
don't
it!
Sorry, I don't watch. I've never watched Dragon Ball, so I didn't get it initially. So the show is basically a human body personified as a people in a society. So like every blood cell is represented by a character who is doing a job. So like the red blood cells are delivery workers who are carrying oxygen and CO2 to their different locations.
There was a Disney movie.
You mean Osmosis Jones?
Osmosis Jones, yes.
Yeah,
it's basically the anime version of that, sorta.
And like, it's super good. Like, I'm thoroughly enjoying watching the show.
Yeah, I've actually on YouTube you can see a lot of like actual doctors or people in the medical profession who watch it, and they're like, "Oh, this is very good representation of this event in the body."
They were saying that it was the one I watched this morning was like, this is higher level medical information than I have been learning. What the fuck?
Yeah, I can say, as someone with allergy, the episode on allergies was the fucking best.
But,
because basically this pollen enters the body, and one of the cells had like a record and of the last time these pollen entered the body, and they had apparently written exaggerated claims. So this cell was convinced that this was the end of the universe. So he got every other cell on high alert, like crank up the fever, get the snot going, and that's why the body was reacting excessively to this thing, because this one cell is like, this is the end of the world, we're gonna fucking die!
That's what I know.
And everyone else is like, chill the fuck out, dude. It's literally not doing anything.
Oh man. The second season, because the first season's about a healthy body, the second season is about an unhealthy body. So
technically not. Hataraku Saibo Black is technically a spin-off.
Oh yeah, but like the spin-off is about an unhealthy body. That's why it's an 18+ version, which is like talking about alcohol and like drugs and cigarettes. That's apparently what I've seen so far.
Yeah, I have all the episodes downloaded, but I still haven't gotten around to watching them. Gonna be fun.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's play Countdown! Sorry. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, Pyke, did you take your turn? You didn't, did you?
No. I would have just used my movement to move towards the hole and progress down the hole as far as I can with my 30 feet, which isn't very far. 10,
Okay.
20. I wouldn't even make it to the ladder if the ladder is on the opposite
Well,
side.
the ladder's in the middle. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Count it as it is. It's fine.
Yeah, I would be at the hole.
All right. So Nyx, you're up.
I'm gonna slide down the hole. Like, slide down the ladder and land down there with my 30 feet of movement.
Okay. So I will take you. So you slide down and you hear people shouting at the bottom. Telling you it's sort of in this sort of broken English, real. So drop your weapon! Drop your weapon! Drop your weapon! Drop your weapon!
I climb back up using my dash axe.
Oh, Liz.
Yay!
You're so silly.
Step out, and then that's my turn. I go, don't go down there.
Peacock.
You got any more of those?
Crush?
Bang.
No, I don't.
No.
Peacock. Can you just roll me 2d20, please?
2d20.
This
Is
is
this
how many
fucking
opponents.
enemies there are gonna be there?
28.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Obviously, traffic.
That's how many minutes they're gonna be before they get here. Okay. Shit.
Hell's bells. But we have no idea of knowing this.
No. I know you won't meta it, but I figure it's fun for you to roll it.
It is.
So, what did you see down there? What's going on?
There's more guys with more guns. Have we got a way of dealing with another crowd?
Can I look at... Shit. Can I have a look at this dude here, see if he's got anything on him?
Yep. So you spend some time sort of rifling through his pockets, and as you've come accustomed to with these low-level gangbangers, they have a 20th century pistol, a fire axe, and he has... ten, because he didn't get a shot off, 10 9mm bullets.
Okay, I'm gonna pocket the bullets. So, is there any chance I could take some of his clothing and put it on and try to appear like one of them?
Yes, I mean, this guy's head exploded all over his, so...
So what you're saying is the hat is ruined, the rest is fine.
Yeah, because blood just doesn't flow, right? It's...
Yeah.
Okay. There's not really anything else I can think to do at the moment.
So, I think at this point I am going to move you out of combat, because up here is safe for now. So, if you're looting, you can take more than 6 seconds to do so, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless Pyke wants to just go straight down.
That's what he will do. I just don't want to be like... it's like I kind of wanted to save gamer time there, because I am going down on my turn.
Okay.
And, yeah.
We start
that's
sort of
fine.
relaxing, start looking around, turn over and see Pyke just disappear.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, bloody hell.
So, I'm assuming then you will head down the hole and come out the other side.
Yeah. That is what I will do.
And you get the same barrage, the same, abuse. Put down the weapon! Put down the weapon! Put down the weapon! And everyone that you can see has their weapon trained on you.
Alright, well, I've used all of my movement to get down here, so I do drop my fire axe. I assume that is a free action.
Mhm.
And then I draw my face sword instead.
Okay.
And enter a battle stance and use one of my furies.
Okay. So you are now absolutely furious. So with, I'm trying to work out how I should probably do this. We'll take it from Pyke. Pyke's turn. That would involve everybody else. No, we'll keep with the initiative. Now that you've technically kind of re-entered again, guess you didn't really lose it, but and you sort of in this furious state, wielding this really sick-looking sword.
Yeah.
As you will be attacked by each one of these people.
I figured.
So this is he sort of takes a shot with his heavy pistol. Why did that not work?
It's
Hold
been
on,
a
let me-
little laggy.
Yeah.
No, it just says syntax error.
Oh,
I.
I don't know.
D6
Is
plus
it?
0.
Does it have the damage
There we go.
type on it?
It
Yeah,
did.
no
I
damage.
I think it was It was just this. I've rewritten it in a different slot. It just didn't like that slot for some reason.
Oh.
Strange.
So that's a 14.
14 does not hit.
And then the next guy will try again with an 8 that doesn't hit, and a 14 that doesn't hit. So, they take all of their shots in quick succession, and you're raging with your eyes shut. And
No. I'm
nothing
eyes
hits
wide
you.
open with my sword aimed at him, dude.
And
With
nothing.
eyes wide
hits you.
open.
There's a guy. You hear a flush, and a guy sort of steps out from one of the cubicles and makes a dash up to one of these barrels, and he will also take a shot at you.
Alright.
24
That does hit.
for minimum damage. So
Yeah,
that's
mind you.
half minimum.
Okay, so quick fact check.
Yeah.
Regarding what I asked you in DMs earlier about the something that needed assembling, would I have that equipped right now from going further in depth or no?
Yeah, we said that as a result of the thing that you would have that, and if you've chosen to wear it, it's up to you.
Yeah, that is what I've done in my character sheet. It's just I didn't want to run it by you at the start of the game.
It's fine.
Because
If
maybe
you're
it
wearing
would-
it, you're wearing it.
Yeah.
It's fine. So
Okay. Yeah.
does your furry stop ballistic damage as well?
No.
Okay.
But
so
the
it's just the DR. Is it DR3 from
yeah,
your?
it's
vest?
DR3. Yeah.
Okay, so he takes his shot. He thinks he's been real clever, and he's just gone, and it just sort of off your kind of makes a hole in your. Haven't you got like a Mac coat, trench coat thing on?
Yeah, I have
it makes
I
a
have
hole
a
in your
trench
trench
coat.
coat as you take 3 damage.
You motherfucker.
Toby D. Yes,
Yep.
the D is the part that I'm allowed to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly. I'm just going to move that. There, so
Bobby is a
1,
good house elf.
2, 3, 4, 5. And can I use the remaining 5 to sort of slide down part way down the ladder?
You're gonna block
You'd be
everyone
blocking everyone else. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Meta.
Sorry, I was muted. That's what I was saying. You'd stop everyone else getting down.
So you just... I could just say he would use his dash action to get all the way down and hide behind Pyke.
Okay. Can you see the next room? Because
see the
Pyke's
outline
in there.
of
You can
it.
see the outline.
Yeah, but
No.
not anybody that's in there because
Yeah, it's like all grayed out.
Yeah. No,
I
I can control L what you see. I just didn't know if you actually saw that or not.
no.
There, I'm behind Pyke. And since I dashed, that is it for me.
Okie dokie.
That Pyke's gonna just.
Pyke, it's your turn again.
Alright.
Cool.
This is weird. I
Well,
can't.
it's because we stopped turn order and then resumed it as you jumped down, starting the turn order again. So
Oh, okay. Apologies if doing that
No,
caused
it's-
issues.
No,
I
it's
think it was
fine.
probably my fault for taking you out of combat, but that's fine.
It's all good. Alright, so I'm gonna just leap up onto this barrel. Is that possible? The barrel that he is hiding behind? This guy?
This barrel here, yeah.
Yeah. I will 10, 20. I'm technically standing on the barrel now. Yeah, out of combat. Does not compute.
See,
And
it's
take
the
a
OUT combat in combat.
two-handed swing at this guy towards his general neck area.
Okay.
Neck area.
Yeah.
General neck arrow?
Wait. Yeah. Boom. 16 to hit.
So the phase sword is a phase sword, right?
Yeah.
Describe it to me.
You described it in your first session because he was the mad crackhead.
Oh, it's the
that,
same guy.
Yeah.
But it has this
that's
sort
where I
of
got it from.
glow to it, and it
It's
seems
just
to
a
glow
phase.
more as you kind of wield it. As you cut through, he takes a giant gash sort of to his chest and begins to sort of start profusely bleeding
Yeah.
as he takes that 6 damage.
I do apologize. It is versatile, and I threw it. I swung two-handed, but it rolled one-handed damage. Do I re-roll damage, or do I just assume that I rolled a nat 1 anyway? Because it auto-rolled damage for me, right? Instead of being like, it is versatile.
So you'll need it in there twice. One is a 1d6 and one is a 1d8.
Oh dear.
Oh, I
So-
have to do that.
So, well, that'll be the easiest way of doing it moving forward. But
Oh, okay.
you can change the damage it does. You'll just have the same weapon. One is a 1-hand, one is a 2.
Oh, right. Yeah.
If you want to roll a d2, because that's the difference in damage,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So roll a d2 for the extra.
Okay.
There you go. So you did 7 damage. He's still bleeding just that little bit more.
Good. I'm happy. Thank you. Sorry again.
That's all right. It's just you can do that moving forward and make your life a
Yeah.
bit easier.
I definitely will. So I use 20 of my thing, and then I'm going to, as a bonus
Okay,
action, go into my Neuralink, and to Peacock, I'll say, "I'll need your pretty little butt down here," and you have a rallying cry for 10 minutes.
Ooh, what does
What does that
that
do?
do?
It's bardic inspiration. I only have one of them though, so you're bardically inspired. Well, you're rallied for 10 minutes. It's a 1d8 on anything that a bardic inspiration would affect. So that is what you have.
Yeah, boy.
Ability check saving throw. Nice.
Thank you.
And that is my turn.
You're
So top of the round then with
bard
Nyx.
ranger.
Okay.
Barbarian.
I am going to just go down the stairs again and get to the bottom.
From Birdbarian to Bardbarian, yeah.
Yeah.
I will action dash, and I will get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I get here? Is that okay? And then I will duck behind the box.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I don't have to be able to see the creature, so I will try and blind this. Wait, no, 30 feet. 30 feet range. Yep, just the one guy. So this guy can please make a mind check, please. mind save. Sorry, is it mind? Mind? Yeah, I think it's mind.
That is an
I
11.
think it's mine.
Right, so over his eyes, he just starts seeing nipless, eyeless granny porn in your area, just all over his vision. So for 3 turns, he is blind.
Does
Okay.
he say, "Damn it, not again"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just see
Oh,
him
yeah,
begin to
mama.
sort of try and use his augments to kind of swipe away these, ads that are popping in from either side, and he's distracted.
Okay, and that's my turn.
Peacock.
Cool. 5, 10, 15 into the hole.
15 into the hole.
Yep. And then what do I have left?
You're halfway down, so you'll have 15.
Oh, okay.
So you're still climbing down.
So then I guess I dash to the bottom.
So you have 15 left.
Yeah. 25. And then I duck behind the barrel, poking the head over the top a little bit between Pyke's legs. Duck down a little bit again.
This
Brilliant.
imagery, dude.
And
God
then
damn.
I guess that is. Yeah, I can't do anything as a bonus action. Yeah. Okay. No go done.
Okay, so their turn. This guy will move over to here. Kind of it's behind the box, it's not on the box. This guy is blind. So he will choose to sort of duck down and stay where he is. Does blind just mean disadvantage, like
Yeah.
automatically, or
Like, mechanically, it would just be
I think
attacking with disadvantage in 5e at least.
Yeah, and-
so we get advantage against him, and he has disadvantage against us.
Yeah. Thank you, please. So we will continue with that then. So he is gonna sort of point wildly at sort of between the pop-ups that he can see this sort of flash of pink, and he's gonna try and aim in that direction with a 14 to hit.
It's
Oh, no.
So sort of luckily he's sort of goes as he fires his heavy pistol. It goes like heavy ballistic missile. No, that's not what he fired. And he fires it at you. You have your DR.
I have a
So
DR
what's
of
that,
4, so I
2?
take 1
Or
point.
1 damage. So it's sort of again similar to Pyke, just makes a hole and starts smoking in your pink leather jacket.
Do you know how hard it is to find an outfit like this?
Oh, and DM, I'm really, really sorry. I furied, so he would have taken 2 additional damage.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Do you get anything from the brush you took as well?
No,
That's
that's
a
2
hit.
hits. Yeah.
No. Okay.
Although you did say you popped an energy drink, and
Yeah.
you didn't have that in your. Did you add that to your initiative?
Yeah, I have. I have +3 to
didn't
initiative
know.
with
Okay.
energy drink used.
Cool.
But I rolled a 7
Alright.
anyway.
All right. So, what are we going to do? We are going to shoot you, I think.
I tried
So
to make myself as
this
big
guy
and hard as
here-
I could.
So the guy that you've hit just sort of reaches for his baton and just starts trying to go ham on you with it.
Alright, let's see if you can use that, little boy.
That's a 15 to hit.
Does not hit.
What is your AC?
16.
I should look. 16. My goodness.
It was 17.
So he just sort of wails on you, and it just sort of, he's bleeding profusely. For crying out loud.
Yeah.
And these 2 at the back fire their heavy pistols at the standing target for a 17 and a 10. So 1 hit.
Yeah, the 17 hits.
And that's 7 minus your DR.
3, so that would be 4 damage. Yeah.
That's 4 damage.
Hooray.
All right.
Hold on, have you got the right amount of health?
Nope. I rolled my health.
No, not you, not you. Sorry.
How are you looking after that, Pyke?
I'm looking. I got 2 very small, insignificant holes in my trench coat. You're not quite sure if I was hit or not.
Fair.
No, these. Have I got them around the wrong way? No, he's taken that. What's going on here?
He's taking damage.
This guy is taking damage.
Yeah.
And that's right. So, oh, it's because I've linked their HP. They're all taking the damage that he's given them.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
change it back to non.
Yeah, I found that out
Yeah,
messing
my bad.
around in the Arunia campaign. It sucks.
So I'm just
Yeah,
gonna get
it,
rid of these just because it'll be easier than redoing them, and I'm just gonna put them back in.
Yeah. It
Not
happened to me
linked.
with Olmidor as well, with the goblins. Had like 17 goblins and like one dies and everyone fucking dies.
Right, save settings. Thank you. Right now, if I bring them out, they should no longer be. They still are. Why are you?
Have you
I think
linked
you
it
can,
to the character sheet?
Oh, I've got to
Yeah,
redo it,
Yeah.
haven't I? Yeah. My brain's not with me today.
You have
Thank
to
for your help.
Remove the default.
Move.
thing.
Yes. I hate having to do this. It's
I'm
literally.
sorry.
Yeah, it's all.
Yeah.
In fact, I should probably make the changes to the health first, or back to the health, and then remove it, and then re-add it. Thank you for your patience.
It's okay.
No
Oh, he's
worries.
got an actual energy drink at
Nice.
like fucking 10 o'clock at night. Jesus Christ, man. No
I woke
wonder
up-
you slept for 55 and a half hours.
I didn't sleep for 55 and a half hours.
Okay. How 55?
Yeah.
You.
In the last
Right,
60
we're good.
hours.
Thank you for your patience.
Yeah.
So everybody has tried to do something. Toby, it's your turn.
He is just going to move along this hole and duck behind this barrel.
Oh, hi.
Spot the one that's sort of like standing up, blindly shooting at Peacock. And he's going to do a small prayer to himself, not to any deity. Bring out his heavy pistol and try to shoot at him. And it's with advantage. So that is
Oof.
a 9.
Oh.
Stick to your magic missile. He sort of feels it going off behind him, and he's the warm stain in his trousers has gotten a little bit more, but he didn't take any damage from it.
Yeah.
He couldn't see anything and just hears this over the side of his head or something, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, I only have 2 more uses of those, while I have over 30 bullets. So that is it for me.
Oh dear. Pyke, you're up.
Having kind of, in my head at least, swatted this guy's baton attacks kind of off him, with help of hand and sword. Well, he's kind of bring around the blade and try and just stab downwards towards him, try and just impale him. For a... using two-hander, of course, I've changed the thing now.
Kick his ass.
Natural 20.
Yeah. 13 to hit.
That hits.
Alright.
And with that, you sort of bring your sword down and pierce his head through his neck into his chest cavity as he just sort of wiggles and falls lifeless.
I pull it out and just look at the others.
Plumps to the
Jackie
floor.
Chow sends his regards.
I think that means you're the King of England now.
Yeah.
But England, didn't that get toppled over a couple of centuries back?
It's one of those olden cities from, back when,
So-
societies existed.
You notice everybody else look around, see that you're blocking the only way out, and sort of like it's do or die. There's no running. As they realise there's no running.
Oh yeah.
Nick, it's your turn.
Sorry, just movement and flavor.
Yeah, sorry.
As I would have said, the Jackie Chow sends his regards. I jump off the barrel and just kind of stand in the center, further
So
blocking
tempted to
the.
make a acrobatics check for falling off. No.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine. No, I'm not. I'm just trying to make my life a bit easier.
7.
Yes, you pass. It is
All
a
right.
bot. It is a crate. You're fine. That would be hilarious, though. You jump up, and go, Jackie Chow sends his regard.
Yeah,
Like
fucking
In
straight
fact,
banana.
I'd give them all disadvantage on their shots against everybody as they're wetting themselves with laughter.
It'd be like a Joss Whedon film or something.
Yeah.
So, Nyx,
Nobody saw that.
you're up.
So this block in front of me, is it like waist height? How tall is it? Can I poke a sword over the top of it into his eye?
You'd be at disadvantage because he's crouching down on the other side. This is a big crate that's giving cover. It's a big metal box.
Can I
You know,
use
you
my
can,
movement to hop on top of it?
by all means, same as what.
Yeah. So can I like because I've got so much dexterity, can I like kick off the wall, jump onto this side, hop onto this side, you know?
By all means,
And then I just gonna
flourish it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I come up on top of this blind guy, and I just go boom and stab down into his eye.
Flourish.
Bye.
Go.
And so I have advantage because it's blind. So it's either an 11 or a 13.
It's a 13 because that hits. The other one doesn't.
Sweet, it's a 13, and I hit him in the face. He takes 9 damage. What a disgrace!
And you just hear like a blood-curdling scream, as if you couldn't see it coming.
I would like to also use my redistribution reaction, which lets me
For who?
Myself. Which lets me roll one of my hit dice and add that to the damage.
Can you do that on yourself?
It says.
I thought it was
you,
other people.
It says you or your ally.
Okay. I thought it was just your allies. Yeah, cool.
I don't know what my hit die is though.
Do you have to do that before you know it hits? No, I assume there won't be any caveat.
Yeah, it's the damage roll, so I would assume
Okay.
I have to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do I need to find my hit die. I don't. It tells me how many I have. It doesn't tell me what.
D8 probably.
I think.
Yeah, I think it's a D8 for us.
Are we all hackers?
Nope.
I'm not.
That's good.
I am.
Yeah. So 1d8 hacker. So he takes an additional 6 points of damage.
Okay.
I was like,
May buddy, you're nose breathing into the mic. It's all good though.
it uses
There's,
a hit die though. So
Yeah. So it means he can't heal later, but
Yeah. So I put.
cool.
loads
But he can
of-
give that to any of you.
I can, yeah, but that was my reaction for this turn. So
Yep.
that is me, Nojo Dune.
And sort of with that, Peacock, you are up.
I'm gonna rush forward. 5, 10, 15. Is that far enough to? Because of the weird position of the boxes, is that enough to remove any of the cover on that guy? You're muted.
Because he's in that square, like, let's assume the box comes up to there, so you'd need to be the other side of that line for it to flank.
To get around the cover, yeah.
To get around the cover, yeah. Flanking in XCOM.
Yeah, exactly. XCOM is such a fucking
Yeah,
great
but
game.
but then it reduces it from 3/4 to half or whatever.
Well, it's only half cover as it is because it's furniture. It's not a wall or anything solid.
Then I'm gonna rush up to there and I'm gonna take a pachow with my 21st century pistol.
Okay.
19 for
That
5
hits.
points of damage.
But he is in half cover. Right?
Right now he is, yeah.
Cover
So it
Yeah.
would be +2 to AC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, yeah. So that still hits.
5
Um,
points
So he sees you bring out this pistol, and he sort of begins to cringe as it goes off, as he knows he's taking the damage, and it sinks into his a fleshy
Abdomen.
part of his body.
And then with my other 3 squares, I'm gonna 5, 10, 15 up to wherever is hidden here, and just crouch down. And that is me. And they'll go done.
Yeah, okay. So with their turn, how many turns is he blinded for? Is it 2?
3.
3. So he's still blind.
Yep.
So
Didn't see that.
he's gonna. No, he didn't. He didn't see the knife coming either. Or the sword coming. But you are still stood on top of the box.
Yeah.
So he is gonna try and take a shot at you.
Good luck.
So that is a 19 to hit.
He's still
No,
blind.
it's a 14 to hit.
The 19 would have just hit, but it doesn't now.
9? Jeez, how is your AC so high?
So I've got 4 dex. I have the best dexterity armor. Remember, I didn't fail any of my job rolls, so I was minted.
Ow.
And then I also have a helmet.
Yeah, my goodness.
Yeah. It's
So
kind of gross.
immediately regretting his decision, he sort of
Oh, yeah, the
he
helmet.
fires his gun, hoping that he's hit something. Unfortunately, he didn't. So these 2 here are gonna fire straight into Pyke, because he's the one that's scaring them the most. And that's a 25 to hit.
Oof.
That most definitely hits.
So
Even
that-
against my
4
actual
damage?
AC of 18. No, it would be 5 damage.
5 damage, because
Yeah.
5 damage. And the second one, 9 to hit as he fluffs it.
Yeah.
Shame.
So they're all, they're starting to whittle away at your hard exterior shell, but they know that their time is coming.
Yeah.
Toby, explode some heads.
Yeah, he's gonna try to shoot again. I need to save those botnets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to fire at this dude.
Negating his cover.
Aw.
For a oh dear.
Yeah,
So,
like I was.
Pull out your pistol, take the shot, and for either luck or some kind of divine intervention, it doesn't connect. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my remaining movement to scuffle over there. And that is it for
Okay.
me.
Pyke, finish them off.
Alright. I'm gonna walk up to here, look at the blinded guy, and then turn around towards this guy.
Okay. He feels your eyes upon his skin.
Run up and try and impale him against the, pin him rather with the sword, just with a
Okay.
stab against the crate. For 9 to hit. God damn it.
That doesn't hit. He sort of sees you coming and manages to sort of lift his gun up just in enough time to sort of hit the sword and just knock it off angle just a little bit.
Oh, you're lucky.
Is your face sword fire damage as well?
No, that is me being on a I dropped my fucking fire axe to make space for the two-handed attack, and yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's changed to slashing now. Apologies.
That's fine. I was just
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't know what it was.
it's not fire damage. It's definitely
Okay.
slashing.
All right, so he manages to sort of move out the way just enough to not take any damage. Anything else?
No, that's my turn. I've tried
Next.
my one thing.
I'm gonna kneel down, put my hand on the face of the guy who's blinded, my blade on the other side, and I'm just gonna whisper in between the shots of the bullets, "If you help us, I might let you live. Sit down.
If you what?
If you help us, I might let you live. Sit down. I'm just going to try and get him to surrender, basically.
Okay, make an intimidation roll with advantage because he is blind and scared shitless.
Oh, -1. 30.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Is that my action to do that, do you reckon?
Yep.
Cool. I'm just going to pass my turn there.
Okay. So Peacock.
Okay. I'm gonna jump up onto the box here. See out the corner of my eye something strange going on over there. Quite sure what it is. So then I'm just gonna point to the one next to Pyke and blast him. For an 8, that'll miss.
He does.
Yes.
We are missing a lot.
And then I'll just pop back off the other end. Damn it!
Okay. So with these guys, so this guy again takes his baton out. This guy begins to run round. Would he need to be there? Is it directly behind?
For flanking, yeah.
Or can it? Okay, so he'll begin to kind of walk here. As this one will take his turn and begin to try and smack him with a with a baton.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness, 15.
Does not hit.
So he begins to immediately regret his decision. As the other one does the same. Fuck me. And they are just wailing on you, and they are just not doing anything. This one is... What's he gonna do?
It's life or death, buddy. It's life or death.
Yeah, but
I rolled a 13.
it's gonna be death anyway. So, feeling your hand on his face, he's going to try and grapple you.
Nice. Okay.
I have no idea how I'd do that.
So he does an athletics check, and I do a athletics or acrobatics check
Okay.
to resist it. 19. And he does it. Poor guy.
Yeah,
Poor guy.
he's just not feeling this right now, and he fails his grapple.
I like the idea that he like reaches up to get me, and I'm like, there. Look, it'll all
Yeah.
be over soon.
And that's the end of my boring ass turn. Next, Toby.
And I move right there. Woof. Oh, I had it hide from others, that's why. I was measuring distance. And actually that was 25 of my movement. So he's actually going to take one extra step.
Nice.
So we are flanking the guy.
No, don't
And he's going to put away his fucking pistol because that shit is just not working. That's how you measured it. I went 25 if you remove yours.
Mm-hmm.
do
25, 30.
Everybody gets to measure.
So he's just going to stab with his vibro knife.
Oh god!
That's alright. Nyx wiggles him to the side, like, don't kill this one! Oh, you muted.
I am done. And you're very much muted, gamer.
Fuck's sake. That's no wonder that took so long. Like I was trying to explain why I was doing it, but I didn't. Well, obviously none of it was coming across.
Whoops.
But I don't know how Roll20 does it. If you roll quick in quick succession, you like every time I've done it, I've got the same. So it's almost like it's checking like the time and has a calculation versus the time you clicked it versus what's done. Like,
Yeah, but the thing is, I still waited like 5 seconds for the first one to pop up before I clicked it again.
all right, fine. So with that, he's sort of is kicking out with his feet. He's flailing all over the place because he can feel these hands on him. He can hear people approaching, and he's just freaking the hell out. Anything else?
Hi.
No, I used all my movement and I attacked, so.
Oh, fuck. Pyke.
Pyke the killing machine.
Magic Pyke.
Magic.
Having missed, I'll just try and pull out the sword and side swipe him instead. The guy that is still pinned against the thing. Do I attack with disadvantage because I am flanked, or is that not a thing?
No, that's not.
I don't remember that. It's mostly just you're getting attacked with disadvantage.
Yeah, okay.
With advantage.
That's a natural 20
Oh, wow.
They high damage roll.
with max damage. Yeah.
That's
So you
not
need to
including
roll
the
another
damage dice, yeah, you need to
D10.
roll another D10.
Oh, so I double the damage,
you're
just
not
roll-
20.
or like that.
You just roll another
Yeah,
D10, basically.
Yeah.
So for 18
And
damage.
that matters because we are tracking damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
cool.
So that was a total of 18 damage.
Yes.
So as he takes this baton out, it starts beating you over the head. You just bring up this sort of sword and just cut off his arm and go and cut off his head as sort of the arm falls to the floor, followed very swiftly by the head, followed after by the body as the body hits the floor.
I'll turn around towards the guy behind me and you're next.
Roll an intimidation check with advantage, please. Actually, that's your. You've already done your turn.
Yeah.
You can do that in your next turn.
Yeah, that was free flavor.
Yeah.
I'm going to if it's my turn now, I'm going to reassert my dominance, and I'm just going to say, you don't want to have that happening to you, do you? Sit down. I'm going to try again to intimidate him, to chill the fuck out.
With advantage.
Fuck yeah. 8 or 12, even worse. 12 it is! Fuck's sake. You're still muted.
I need to stop eating.
Yeah.
What waits for him on the other side if he lets you through is clearly worse than the threat of dying right here, right now.
I sigh, just kill him. And that's me.
Peacock.
Jump back up onto here. Shoot at the one over Pyke's shoulder again. Second verse, same as the first. 11. I'm going to use my rallying cry.
Yeah. So that hits.
So
so that is
D8
great for damage.
So 18.
Yeah. So it only needed one, so it hit.
Oh, okay. Yay!
So you're saying that this guy have AC of 12 and I can't fucking hit one of them?
Correct.
This is the first one
that's
I've hit as well.
8 damage. So you stand up, pull out this gun, and just go, "This is for Pyke." No, kind of using the inspiration you received as it just sinks into his shoulder and just sort of begins to this crimson stain across his gang colours.
Just like eye contact with Pyke while it happens.
Oh boy.
And then realise that he's not dead and go, oh shit!
Oh god.
And jump off.
Oh wait. Aren't you leaving his
Attack of opportunity range, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Sure, he can take a swing. Is he still blind or?
He is, yeah.
The last turn is the next turn is the last turn of him.
Oh,
Go on,
So he's still blind.
miss.
go on, do it.
Miss.
Okay, so that's a 10, and he fires off another round. and it just misses as this pink streak just jumps down. He just
In
sort
between
of
the granny tits.
just misses entirely.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Peacock when you were saying that.
Oh hell no. She's perky AF.
Oh my god.
So this guy here this is the last. He's blinded for this turn, right? And then that's it. That's what we said.
Yeah.
All right. So he's gonna, kind of just flail. And I'm going to roll a D2. On a 1, he's gonna hit Nick. I'll try and hit Nyx. On a 2, he's gonna try and hit Toby.
So on 1 he's gonna fail to hit Nyx, and on a 2 he's gonna fail to hit Toby. Okay, go for it.
Correct. So he's gonna try and hit Nyx with his heavy pistol.
Go on. Good Nope. Oh, that's a shame.
26. Oh, it's disadvantage, isn't it? Oh yeah.
It's not just the second roll.
That's a shame.
Fuck's sake.
That's a real shame.
All right. So he doesn't do anything again. Moving on to this guy over here. He's gonna limp-wristedly try and hit Pyke with his baton for a 16.
Does not hit.
Misses.
Yeah.
So your turn again. I'm really enjoying this game.
Mate. Sometimes it's the stories we make along the way. It's not about the winning or losing.
No, but I'd like to at least do something. Right, Toby.
Yeah,
Miss
and
your
I can
shot.
say I very much 100% agree with the DM on this. I also would like to do something. So I'm just going to stab at him.
With advantage.
And I'm still flanking, so I got one more shot. But I'm gonna
You
be
get
waiting
double
for 10.
advantage.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Fuck
advantage!
yeah.
minimum
for min damage.
He still gets to roll.
Well, I actually get, since it's a crit, I do get to roll
Yeah.
another d6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one. Just for the
No.
Ooh.
Oh, let's go.
7 damages.
As you sort of, grab him and just begin shoving this knife into his abdomen twice, he's still up, but he's, on his last sort of 3 health.
I actually did damages without using fucking no miss moves.
Toby is a good health elf.
I will fucking let that slide this time. I'm happy.
You're next. And
Ladder up.
do the old swing around to this guy.
Swing.
Yep.
18 to hit
Yep, hits.
with a damage of 6.
And as he takes this gash across his chest, you can see sort of intestines beginning to start to bulge at the edge of the damage.
The owie.
Good. Let's make your insides your outsides, shall we?
God.
Nyx.
So he did 6, and I'm going to do Nyx.
No,
I'm gonna stab.
Nyx is
No,
going
no,
to
no,
do someone.
that's what Peacock says.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, yeah. So he's no longer blind, unfortunately. But
He's been blind for so long.
he is flanked, so I'm gonna stab him. So I'll stab him with my katana. Yeah. Nope. Or 12. That just hits, isn't it?
And it's a good
That's
damage roll too.
damage as well.
He indeed takes 12 points of max damage as I just whoosh, slash and his blood just splatters on the floor. I don't know.
Toby, you are now covered in this guy's blood.
Oh shit! Sorry, Toby. That's my turn.
I'm just going to swipe my hand across my face and just glare at Nyx a tiny bit, but like not really super angry, mostly a little bit annoyed.
I'm gonna hop off 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then pass my turn.
Yeah, because Pyke really needs the advantage.
Give him the encouragement.
There we go.
So, Peacock, you're up next.
Rush forward, 5, 10. Blast off, like Team Rocket.
Blasting off!
11. Ding! Over the top. I look at my gun and I go, I don't know why I bother.
This dice roller hates us.
Yeah.
And then...
Well, I would actually like to say that what it apparently hates most is ranged attacks. Because melee actually have a better range.
Ranged attacks that have to roll to hit.
Yeah.
Alright,
That's this game just hates.
Looking down, seeing his blood run out, he knows his time is up, and he just sort of reaches into his back, pulls out a grenade, and just pulls the pin and holds it. So
did I just run
people
into range
within a 60 foot, choose a point within 60 feet. Each creature within 20 feet must make a reflex saving throw, please.
Do I have to do that with these boxes in the way? Does it block it in any way?
Would it normally?
I don't know.
I guess it would
is it
make
fireball?
it easier.
Fireball goes around.
I tell you what, the DC to pass will be lower for you.
Okay, because the way my rolls have been going.
I think that's, saving from the boxes falling on you, thematically, I think that's what would happen. So everybody within 20...
11.
Reflex.
7.
So that's a fail. That's a fail. That's a fail. Anybody else?
Yeah, I'm looking. I was reading what the energy drink does. So I have a +1 to this because of the energy drink.
Because of your energy drink?
Yeah, so 11.
That is also a fail.
Okay.
So with that... Oh, he needs to roll... I guess he's not going to roll 1 because he's not throwing it. He is going to take this damage.
Yeah.
So it's 2d8.
Yay, boy, that's a fran.
And that is 11 damage.
Holy shit!
As he just explodes.
What type of damage is it, sir?
That is... I don't actually know. Good question. One second. It is... I haven't got it written down. So if you say it's piercing, it's piercing.
I can find it, but yeah, I think it's piercing if I'm not mistaken.
I'm pretty certain it is.
You guys see Peacock collapse down onto her ass, eyes open, just blood everywhere, white as a sheet.
Oh no, my cock. Are you okay?
So with that, you are no longer in combat. Seeing everyone, this guy just exploded. And we are no longer in combat.
Tobby D will rush straight to Peacock. And she's going to
start feebly waving him away, rooting into my backpack for the nano pack, and just jam it into my leg. We gained 5 hit points.
Isn't it 2d4 plus 4?
2d4 plus 2.
It's based on your...
I had it written down as 4.
No, it's a
healing potion, right?
common healing potion.
Yeah.
Then in that case I had it written down wrong.
Still shaking really badly, so I'm going to use...
Let Tommy help you, he's in the healer class.
No, I'm the healer.
Oh.
He's the same as you.
Yeah, they heal. We have so many healers.
Hackers can heal.
No, actually, I'm going to use a basic heal. So I've got 2 of those. So it's going to be 2d8 plus 3. Oh, you kidding me?
Lol.
That's what happens when you don't allow men to help you.
I'm almost back up to full anyway, so...
So you see sort of Peacock rapidly going through her heels and just sort of stabbing herself in various places and beginning to start, binding some of these wounds as you just see things start to close, and the color come back to her skin. Who else?
I'm also gonna heal myself.
That was fucking. If that had rolled a 30, if you'd have rolled a 12 on that damage, I'd have been down.
Like I said, it's
same here.
the fate worse than death. What was coming for them if they let you through anyway? So
Hey Nyx, do you need one of these? And I hold out an actual nano pack. It is not a stim.
I'm going to go. I've got robots. It's fine. I'll save it for when we desperately need it, and I'll roll a d8 plus my tech.
Ooh,
So plus.
that's the rolls I've been doing as well.
So I heal 8, and I go almost back to full, so that's okay.
Right.
No,
Well, I'll
save
save this one for you guys, and I put it back in my trench coat and bring out a stim and hit myself with instead, because
anybody
drugs are
else
good for
need-
me.
Save your stims, and I'm just gonna slap a quick heal on you instead.
Oh,
Is it-
okay.
You've not taken too much damage, have you? Really?
I've taken damage, but relatively speaking, I haven't taken a lot, no.
Fucking hell! I used to do a quick heal and you again 1.
Alright.
My rolls have been absolute dog shite this session.
Can I please loot the others for... What is that? Is that the bomb radiator?
That's the crater, yeah.
Oh man. Can I loot
Yeah, I first thought it was an egg in a bird's nest.
I'm gonna loot each of these boys and see if I find more grenades. Because that sounds fucking good.
So, on the 3 where their bodies are remaining, you find the following. You find what's people rolling? I can't.
So,
What's
I'm
that?
trying to just make it roll decent.
Okay. So, you find a heavy pistol on each body remaining, a baton on each body remaining.
I'm making notes of this, yeah.
You find 20 10mm pistol ammo and 3 nano packs.
Okay.
I'll have 1 of those. Please.
Nanopacks,
It
yeah.
wasn't 6. Sorry, it was 20 across all of them.
Oh, in total, 20 ammo across. Okay, so okay, ignore everything. The ammo doesn't count. So I'll throw you all 3 nanopacks. Use whatever you want, and then I will take a heavy pistol for myself.
Why they're cursed?
Wait, no, I don't need the heavy pistol because I've got 2 21st century, so I don't care about heavy pistols.
Bear in mind, they are bio-locked.
Yeah. Does anyone want 21st century?
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
What about this door, though?
It's a door.
Can I
Is it
just
locked?
look, is this like a
Oh.
computer terminal over here in the corner? Before Pyke goes through, I'm just gonna stagger over to it, still dripping blood a little bit, and start seeing if I can see if there's
So
any
we will
inventory
come
or
over, try
anything.
to help, since he's technically a hacker.
I love the way that the dog's doing all the hacking.
I just lean against Toby a little bit and go, have at it.
And
So
Tobby
who's
D
this-
shall
so-
have at it.
You look significantly more competent than Peacock did, typing on this keyboard and sort of navigating around. Make me a hacking check, please.
Just get advantage if I'm looking over his shoulder and going, do that bit, that bit, that.
The help action, right? Yeah.
Yeah, can I?
One check. Let me check.
I'm
So-
fucking +5 to that.
So you spend some time opening files, looking through things, and you find a couple of things. You find a large encrypted file, which you can transfer should you wish.
I wish.
You took a quick look at it, but you don't have a cipher to open it. You don't have a, this would take a little bit of time to look at. But you also find, door controls for the vault door.
I would have a personal computer I haven't used much on me, so I would transfer the encrypted file to it.
Mhm.
And after that's done, I'm going to open the door, saying to everybody, I'm opening the door.
Oh, alright.
What's our carry weight capacity again?
15 times your strength, wasn't it? Because I know mine's 45.
Cool. Carry on. I'm ready
Okay.
to open the door.
So with that, you hear a really weighty as the vault door begins to whir and turn and unlock.
Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock.
But now unlocked.
Alright, I'll try the opening mechanism if it's a turning wheel or
Yep.
whatever it may be.
Before you do, just to save me the hassle of having stuff that I'm not heavy for. Pyke, what's your strength? Can you take these items just to carry them for me? Because otherwise I'm going to be slow.
I'd assume so. I'm not exactly carrying anything that should be heavy, and I have a backpack, so...
I put it, just before you open it, I'm like, buddy. I put 3 buttons and 3 heavy pistols and some ammo in your backpack. I'll just keep them on my inventory, but for the purposes of, just to make things easy, because otherwise I'm just going to be overcarried away.
Yeah, I'm just gonna come clean to the DM and everyone else that I'm not keeping track of my actual weight capacity or how much I'm carrying.
Okay.
That's right.
If you want me to do that, I will try and do that between sessions.
Moving forward, I think I don't want it to be again more life simulator, but there will be opportunities for lots of loot. If there are going to be missions, you're going to be able to pick up everything.
Yeah, we gotta choose and prioritize what we want.
You've got to prioritize what you're taking.
Yeah.
So moving forward from here, if you could, I think that would be. We'll try that, see how it goes. If it becomes too much of a ball ache, then I might nerf it, knock it on the head. So, we'll see.
Yep.
Pyke, you're at the front of this door, cranking this big wheel.
Yeah.
As you begin to sort of pull it open.
Yeah.
So inside of this large vault is mostly empty. Mostly empty. A ventilation shaft exists to the street above, and in the middle of the room is an operating table upon which lies the form of a humanoid woman. A series of electronic devices connected to the body, and an elderly Englishman appears to be conducting an autopsy. Against the back wall, on the far side of a small room, are more crates which have been sealed shut. A complex computer sits at the back of the room, its screen flickering in and out of life. And as sort of you open the door, clearly having heard the commotion outside,
and Face Sword still in hand.
this man sort of turns around and goes, "Whoa!
Don't you want my baby?
Don't! Please!"
Don't what? Kill you or take the synth? Because we're only here for one of those things.
I mean, I don't want to die. I'm kept here against my will.
Alright, do you want a new employer?
Does he sound like he's lying?
Insight check.
That's motive.
See motive.
15.
You can see from the room that he has been living in that room.
Oh god.
He was locked in this room. From what you can see, the story would check out.
Alright.
But if you're here to take the girl, she's already dead.
That's fine.
Wait, why is she dead? What do you mean?
During the raid, she took a few heavy pistol rounds to the chest, and look, as he points to the girl on the table, she's very dead.
Okay.
Well,
Can I take one look at him and try and determine whether he's human or a synth?
Ooh.
You can, yes.
That's a cool concept. Yeah.
All right. What would you like?
that's-
Investigation.
Yes,
All right.
with advantage because you are one.
oh,
Oh,
So you can tell, just from perhaps the smell of him, the general kind of perspiration, having been confronted by a giant man with a phase sword. The fact that around him is like living quarters and things like that a typical human would need more than a synth. You can ascertain that he's human.
Okay. All right. Well, you're free to come with us. With or hold on.
I think we take both.
With or against your will. If you want to leave once we're out of here, I'm not gonna stop you. We're only here for the girl, dead or alive. Sorry.
Nyx is gonna.
But a dead synth is worthless.
Not-
Nyx is gonna butt in and be like, actually, the boss might want to see him. He might have some information. Might be,
Alright, so
might
the-
be a
about-
reward for him. Keep him safe.
questions
true.
about what they wanted the synth for. You're doing some sort of experiments on it.
I was trying to keep her alive. I'm a trained doctor.
Oh, really?
They brought me into. They stole me off the street to help fix her wounds.
Strange, because I've got a rash that's. Sorry, no. 'Cause you're-
That's Pyke.
I've been
What
under
was your
forced
name?
servitude
What was your name?
for the longest time. I forgot to give him a name.
Bernadotte.
No, I have given him a name. No, I have given him a name. I just
Oh.
can't see it for some reason.
Is it Tell
My name is-
D?
No, my name is Winston.
Slim Shady.
All right, Winston.
Well, Winston, if you want to live, not in a threatening way.
I do. I very much do.
Come with us then, and let us protect you and get you out of here.
I mean, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Am I right?
Well, hustle your ass then and move. Come on, buddy. We gotta get.
Yeah.
out.
I mean, he's.
Yeah, our boss is much more hospitable than these barbarians that have done this to you. But
we could use a doctor anyway.
sure.
Do we want to take the body with us? The synth?
Yeah, we may as well. He wanted us.
Yeah.
How long? Looking around, does it look like Winston's been living there?
So, from the smell, he's been living there a long time. Like he's been, even from what he said, he's forced in servitude to the rest of this place. Maybe not always in this location, but he's been.
Yeah.
Is this the first synth they've had you dealing with?
Yes, ma'am.
You just
assume
normally
the rest
patch
is
up
for
the gang?
Bullet holes and the usual stuff.
Yeah, the usual stuff. I'm gonna put away my phase sword and kind of bridle carry the synth.
And he sort of takes a bit of a breath when you put the sword away. He's a little bit more comfortable now.
I did tell you, we're only here for one of the two things. It's alright.
Thank you.
I'm
Don't
from-
prove it. Don't make it so that we believe this is a mistake. Okay.
I'm still alive. How can it possibly be a mistake?
Hey, you want some crush?
Just
I-
say no.
I don't. But if you partake in the chemical interest of drugs, may I suggest you take a look? And sort of points over to the barrel.
Oh.
Right.
Alright, I'll put the synth down and go to where he pointed. Where did he point?
He pointed over here to all of the the sort of crates and stuff that
Oh,
I mentioned when I came in.
I
So
investigate
you
all of
spend
it.
some time ripping open these, and you realize that these are the compounds needed to make Rapido. You
Is there
do
any
a quick
finished
scan.
product?
You do a quick scan of what's there, and realize that there's about 30,000 longs worth of drugs, Rapido in these crates. But it's going to take you time to gather them all up. It's going to take you 10 minutes to gather everything.
Oh, we don't have that time, right? We don't. We gotta go.
No, we got that time. Speaking in character, we definitely have that time, especially since I'm not metaing the 28 minutes we had.
That's fair.
I am most definitely like. Sorry, was there any finished product, or is it all?
It's
Compound
all
to
components
create.
used to make it. Like, there may be a little bit of finished product, but it's the whole lot
Okay.
that you could, fence to get the 30,000.
Yeah. So having my Heisenberg, would I have any clue in how the Rapido drug is created, and try and only take the most valuable compound, the most hard to get by? Like some stuff is really easy to get by. You can basically get it at a corner shop, right? But the other stuff is more like, you'd have to go to like a pharmacy or
The
something. like that. Would I
phosphorus
have-
rather than the epinephrine, the decongestant that you can just get at any pharma.
Yeah, like you get what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
would I
I've
have
seen
any
Breaking Bad,
knowledge of that? If not,
So-
obviously I just try and take something else.
Have you ever taken Rapido before?
Let me see what it does. Oh, there it is.
Because you have a history of drug use, but I
Yeah.
don't know if you've used.
Just for the fun of it, I mean, yeah, he would have taken it, but I'll leave it up to you whether I would have been addicted or
Can
not.
you remind me what it does so I don't have to change my page?
Yeah, so Rapido addicts are twitchy and strange. They receive a permanent -4 on any checks involving the people ability, but it does give you a additional reaction per round. Movement speed increase of 5 feet. Once the duration comes to an end, the creature movement speed is halved for 1 round, and then cannot take any reactions once it ends. It lasts for 1 minute.
Jesus.
So,
It's gonna be like 99% chemical.
but this is going to come back and bite him at some stage because this is going to turn into a campaign rather than just missions.
Yeah,
So you're going to
so-
have to source all your drugs. You're going to have to actually have a reason to have them,
Yeah, that's.
which is going to give me such great stories.
Yeah. And yeah,
So,
I've been on Rapido.
in fact, so you know immediately that this is Rapido. You take the finished product, and you can take the main precursor for it.
Okay.
That is the most, useful.
Yeah.
It'll take 2 minutes, but you're not going to get the full 30.
Yeah,
And
that's
you'll
fine.
probably get maybe about 10.
Okay, I'll write down Rapid O and finished and some valuable
Precursor, yeah.
precursor. That's what I'm gonna write down. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll work it out between sessions what you got.
Yep. So I'll take that and then stuff it in my backpack or wherever I can, and go and pick up the synth girl again.
I mean, she's no use to. I mean,
We're only here to do a job.
take.
Sorry. Trust me,
I
you
mean,
don't.
Can we just
If we're
take
trying
some
to escape-
evidence? Like, do we have something we could take, like a picture of her? Say,
You all
like,
have the
we've got-
technology.
Yeah, just take a picture of the body, and we can
All right.
send it off to what's his face,
Can
Jackie.
can I just send him a text and be like, "She's dead. What do you want to do with her?" Like,
Oh yeah, true.
could we just do
Yeah.
that?
Call
You
him.
can.
Call him
Yeah,
and pull
you
it through the
can.
call.
Yeah, I'm gonna call
Yeah,
him
no.
and be like, "Yo, he's dead. Can we? What do you want to do with it?" Yeah. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
He receives your text and you see that it's been read and immediately calls you and sort of goes. So his usual calm demeanor replaced by one of "Ow, I'm in a lot of pain" and "What the fuck happened?" As he sort of pops up on screen and he's like, "What happened to her?"
We found her dead. She got shot on the way here, annoyingly. We
Fucking-
found a doctor who seems to know bits about it. Do you want us to bring him? Do you want us to even bring the body? Like, what do you want? We're happy to do whatever.
I mean, I'm fairly sure I said no witnesses, but is he willing to help us out?
Yeah. He said that he's very happy to work for us. Enemy of his enemy is his friend, so we're his friend.
You're his friend, boss.
Okay.
You're his friend, yeah. No,
Has
hey,
he-
welcome to the call.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fairly sure he
I'm just going to
calls
conference
everybody.
in, like,
yeah.
He's calling you all because he didn't know who was going to pick up first. And he's like, "Well, fine, bring him to the. I've got a location, a safe house. Take him there. I'll have one of the boys come around and pick him up." But it really doesn't. I mean, these one-she motherfuckers. They even screwed this up. I mean,
Jackie, I was going to ask. They stole this from Vil R. Do you want us to try and leave something that made it look like it's Vil R that came to take it back?
hey, I mean, anything that throws the pigs off the scent. Not that they'll give a shit about some gangbangers, but they're crawling around the Gryla at the moment, so it might give them something else to think of. To think the two aren't connected.
Yeah.
And the girl, do you want us to bring her or no?
She's useless. It's a dead synth is just as good as a dead human.
Very well.
It's a shame.
All right, look. I'll be in contact. And he
say-
disconnects.
We'll see you at the. We'll meet your boys at the safe house.
He's already gone. No, come back.
I'm gonna look for like some loose paper or something and just tear a little bit off the side. Write Villar on it, looks like it's part of a larger letter, and just stick it under like the desk or something, so it's just a tiny little bit sticking out, just so it looks like it's something that caught from another piece of paper. Just to
Is a sleight of hand check a thing?
sure, probably. Yes.
Yeah, it would.
They've been 18. Now I roll, okay.
Yeah.
Bardic inspiration. Let's
A
get.
sleep.
No, I used
A
it.
Oh,
sleet of hand check. So with that, you disconnect from the call, and the Winston is. Did I call him Winston or Wilson? I think I meant to call him Wilson, but his name is now Winston.
Winston.
That's canon. So Winston is canon. And he sort of looks at the group, and he's like, "Oh, let me just grab my jacket," and grabs his jacket and moves out. And he's ready to go.
yeah,
As
we're.
you head towards the hole, I assume.
Yeah, Pyke wouldn't be concerned with anything else other than the drug compound and everything he found. So, just on the way out, he's not investigating or looting anything.
Yeah, just fucking bounce out of here.
Let's.
So you make your way through the bodies that you you decided you had earlier.
Yeah, we've
Where's
left
Pyke?
them around.
Oh, Pyke's there. Okay.
Winston will try and keep up, horrified at the amount of blood, guts, and gore
This is all for you, Winston. Come on.
as he walks out. And you walk out of the back room and see all of the people still plugged in. None the wiser.
Can I take his laptop?
Check, is the porn still up?
Sorry?
Is the porn still up? Did he minimize it before he left?
It's paused, but it's still there.
What was he watching?
Whatever your mind wants him to be watching.
Synth step girl stuck in
Can you
something.
roll a perception check for me, please?
Machine. Who?
Anybody who's at the computer.
14.
So, Toby, you notice that there's a lot of flashing lights in red on sort of this side of the screen.
Oh.
You take a closer look, and some of these people, their nutrients are running out, their bags are getting full. They're living in these things.
Yeah.
Are we
Okay,
going?
let's go. Yep.
Okay.
Do you wanna? Any of you guys smoke cigarettes? Anyone?
I think
do.
I could do with one.
Nope.
Peacock's hand's still twitching.
I'll give over one cigarette, normal quality, to you and light it for you.
Thank you.
Toby just pokes at the lollipop he still has in his mouth about I'm good.
What about you, Winston?
I asked for one.
Oh, then you get one.
lit it. I thought you'd lit it for me. Okay.
Yeah, no,
you-
that was for Peacock, but I do the same for Mr. Winston.
Okay.
And I prepare my phase sword to utterly demolish the guy standing outside with my 5k on him.
Okay, so
Oh god. How has he not been called in?
I mean, he didn't. It's down a set of stairs through 4 different rooms. He's still there doing his job, just waiting.
Mean, to meta it, if there's 28 minutes till support comes, how's he not been part of this?
But if you hadn't killed them all in the first round, he would have been brought in.
Oh, okay.
But you killed them all before anybody could get a message out. They're 30 feet underground, and immediately in combat. So
Okay.
you head out,
Thanks,
and
man.
you get to the entrance, and you head up the stairs,
Link arms with Nyx.
and there's nobody there.
What the
You-
shit?
It's empty.
Is the street empty?
Cars are passing the streets as if nothing ever happened.
Well, let's just get the fuck out of here. Get in the
Well-
car and go.
Taxi?
Luckily, it
And you
wasn't
Bus.
subscription.
Bus.
So he, as you sort of make your way to the curbside, you see sort of past the ATM. He's just sat there having a whiz against the wall.
Oh.
Flies come up.
Going to...
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
I was going to-
By the way,
Yeah.
I'd like my membership revoked, and I will try and attack him.
Okay.
Nyx is just waiting for a car.
So
Toby D will
I'm
help.
very well aware it's street and everything, but yeah, it's
yeah, it is. So with that, I guess we go back into combat. You'll get a surprise round. My goodness, we'll just play it from in here.
Yeah.
So let's put my turn order back up. Let me delete everything. Is it just you two?
No,
I
I'm
do-
joining too. I was gonna ask DM. It has more than certainly been 15 minutes since I drank my energy drink. Yes.
Correct.
Yep. Removing my 1 initiative bonus.
Oh,
I can re-roll and we can change the number later.
yeah, I'll be involved as well. Sure.
Sure,
that
just
is-
in case
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you'd all rolled
he kills
before I'd
him.
opened the tracker.
It's okay. We can see the tracker still.
I was a 3.
And I can't change my number.
What did you get?
4.
Is that everybody's numbers up to date?
Mm-hmm.
So, Nyx, you were hailing a cab, and then something at the back of your mind just went, check on Pyke. Check on Pyke.
And I turn, see it, and I'm just
Pyke's doing something stupid again.
Oh god, Pyke, no, he's taxi. And I like grab Winston. I'm just like, let's just move 30 feet away. I'm just gonna take him to another section and just get a cab ready.
We're still linked arms, so
come on,
Winston's on the other side.
Pyke, you are up. You've asked for your money back politely.
Yeah, as I draw my phase sword using both hands, bonus action, fury, and I try and just end his miserable existence with a 17 to hit and minimum damage.
So that hits. He still has. He's not been relinked. There we go. So he takes the. So he just sort of finishes zipping up his flies, says bye as you just go and just sort of take a good gash across his arm and across his chest, and he just sort of looks down and goes fuck and sort of reaches for his weapon.
Yep.
And reaches for his weapon and just goes to shoot you to tries to shoot you square in the face.
It's a range
that disadvantage.
right? 'Cause it's a ranged attack at melee range.
Sure.
We don't let gamer hit. We don't let gamer hit.
No, damage. No, damage.
Toby,
Can I just raise his arm and make him shoot straight up in the air instead?
Yeah, Tobin is just going to approach from behind the guy, cover his mouth, and slit the vibro knife across his throat. Attempt to.
Yeah, hopefully.
17 to hit!
Oh!
roll again because you're flanking.
Oh, true.
Natural 20. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Dirty 20, but more damage.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
He's bleeding profusely from his face.
Jesus, he has a lot of hit points.
He has the same amount as everybody downstairs. Peacock, you're up.
Still.
I'm still looking for a taxi.
Okay,
With Nyx, yeah.
Yep.
next.
Yeah, still, I'm still leading them slightly further away.
It's been a whole 6 seconds. Where is this taxi?
Yeah.
They're good, but they're not that good. Pyke.
Another one. Try to not as stealthily as or eloquently as Toby, but still trying to end his life. Now flanking with a 22 to hit for 6 damage.
Mm-hmm. He's looking decidedly worse for wear. As he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a... No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Fine.
No grenade.
As he will take out his baton and seeing a, somewhat squishy a target and hoping to do something with his life.
Natural 20. Natural 20. Natural 20.
He takes the baton and 15 to hit.
Hey!
That's it.
Damage.
Yay.
Wait, did it hit?
On
Yeah, you
Toby.
have 14 AC.
Hey, go NPC guy.
For 2 whole damage. And then,
Yes.
Toby, your retaliation.
I try to use the vibro knife to stab him in the kidneys.
Okay.
This is fucking prison shanking this boy.
Yeah,
Against
I'm
the
person
ATM.
shanking him.
It's kind of
you
annoying that
have
it
to
rolls
take-
the damage roll.
Yeah, do you have to take the... If they both hit, do you have to take the one that was bigger if it was advantage? Because
I
in
have
theory, both of those hit, but the one that was a 14 did more damage.
Your choice.
But that's a problem with auto roll damage, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's the problem with rolling twice both times. So, it's your game. You choose what you want the player to do.
yeah.
There's no rule for it, so...
Yeah, so normally I would have been happy to just not auto-roll damage and just roll the one that we decide to hit.
Yeah,
But
don't
I
there's
think
a way
that's
to
the
turn it
thing. I think you would go for the 17 because it's the one that was better. You just rolled poorly. I think that's
Yeah,
fine. But
this discussion only pops up because we know both rolls.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Normally, this 14 roll would never have rolled its damage.
Yeah.
So I'll say
Okay.
we take the 2-1.
All right. So, death of 1,000 paper cuts. He is still alive, but his kidneys are now sort of punctured. Peacock, still waiting for that taxi.
Yep.
Not worried
I mean,
about
12
stats
seconds.
or anything.
Just looking around to see if what people in the general vicinity are doing. If
They
anyone
have
looks like
they
they're
have
calling for the
very
cops.
much noticed. And I would like somebody to roll 1d10 plus 20 for me, please.
Ooh, 1d10. It's my turn. Okay. 1d10 plus 21.
21. Okay.
Slow. They'll arrive just as the fucking cops do. as the bad guys.
So the cops are currently distracted with what's been happening at the Guilo, which is why they're taking so long to get here.
Yeah.
So, like, we had a gang shootout with like dozens of deaths, but we got a call. 2 dudes are shanking one random fucker.
Nyx,
I'm
finish him off.
No, I'm just gonna sigh and throw a ping echo out at it.
You want that death.
So
So-
you take 13 points of damage as I break Lowe's
With
brain.
that, his again brain just melts as he sort of falls to his knees and falls forward into Pike's crotch.
Excellent. Now I take his money and transfer whatever Toby was. So if he had additional funds other than the 9,000 we bribed him to get in.
So the most recent, you can take the most recent funds back.
Okay.
Plus 1,000 extra that
Okay.
you had loose change.
Okay. So I get
Whose number was that?
5,250.
Yeah.
Where's this fucking taxi?
It's terrible.
So with
Where's
that and the screaming crowds, the not screaming crowds, the observing crowds, because they're used to seeing this shit. A black cab pulls up, but just before that happens, I will take you out of that very, very brief combat.
That you took 4k out of me. I'm gonna fucking take that back.
So as you leave the VR cafe, and now you've killed the guy, a large black town car limousine pulls up by the side of you, Peacock and Nyx. And
Does it look like a party bus?
yes, it's the local party bus.
We like
it-
party.
I can close that now. Escorted by several gangsters on motorbikes. It pulls up to the curb. The rear street side door opens, and a Chinese man beckons you to get in.
Wait.
Look
Is
at
he wearing the Washington Street Boys colors?
He is not. He says in a sort of it's not hushed, but it's someone that is clearly used to giving the commands. He's in a fine suit, his balding head with sort of tattoos, Japanese tribal tattoos down one side. And he goes, "I'm not going to ask you again. Get
Okay.
Get in.
in."
Okay then.
Oh god, yeah, we get in.
So we would have been beckoned in as well eventually, or not?
Everybody, like
Yeah.
you return to the curb, the car
Yeah.
pulled up.
So I just like to point out that after we would have gangbanged him, Pyke would have just kind of, well, that's kind of what we did.
Yeah, we did.
You
Yeah.
did from front
We
and
spit
back.
roasted him.
Yeah, it's like just to try in his very clever state would have been yelling out, "This is why you don't fuck with Villar," and then got it in as the car would have pulled up. So
Okay.
to try and for whatever that may be worth,
Whatever.
Yeah.
I was doing, yeah.
to whatever effect that may or may not have, and then get in without question.
So you all get in, and the door closes behind you. The town car begins to drive away, escorted by these gangbangers on motorbikes. So he looks at you, and he goes, "You're Jackie's boys."
Who's Jackie?
Don't fuck with me.
We're independent at the moment.
Technically.
I am David Wong. I am the dragon head of the 16K triad. So Nyx, you would know that the dragon head is a big deal.
Guys, stop taking the piss here. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
So you would also know that both the gangs you currently work for, both the gangs that you've seen so far, the Washington Street Boys and the Wan Chai Warriors, are associated with the 16K triad. They are individual gangs that are owned by the 16K triad. And you know this from
So
your
this is basically fucking.
street influence.
They're like, Daddy comes up and like, okay, why are the kids fighting again?
Yeah, I'm gonna tidy myself up and say, I'm sorry for disrespecting you earlier, sir. How can we help?
I am furious that the Wan Chai warriors think that they can harm a fellow Red Pole. So the Red Poles being the individual heads of each of the different gangs within it. Anyone that tries to take out another Red Pole will be removed themselves. Like the cancer that they are.
Take it you heard of the hit they attempted on Jackie's head this morning, then.
Correct. We need to send a message to the Wan Chai warriors that they cannot disrespect other Red Poles under my goddamn leadership. And you can see he's getting like livid.
Nyx is actively like relaxing because like even though he's livid, Nyx is like he's completely not angry at us. In fact,
Yeah.
he did something that is positive for his side. So Nyx is like, oh, sweet. So when are we killing them? Nyx says openly.
Toby would
It's
say,
not-
flipping the bar, we'll send as many messages as you want.
Oh, there'll just be the one. And it will be to kill Donnie Sao, the Red Pole of the Wan Chai warriors. And as you are Washington Street Boys, that will be a command.
Sorry, I had a cigarette earlier.
Yeah, you want one? David? Wong, Mr. Wong, bossman, do you smoke? I hold out the
I do
regular...
not.
Alright.
Nyx is just gonna say, when do we start?
I like your zeal.
You want crush?
Shut up, Pyke!
He just sort of looks at you with sort of defined pity and looks
What's it
back at
worth to
Nyx, who
us?
is clearly taking.
I've got bills to pay.
And just sort of shoots you a look that either you do this for me, or you do this for the gang, or you die.
I kind of like being alive, but getting paid as well.
Can I smoke in here?
Okay.
You cannot.
Put away the cigarette.
So, the time that you have been talking, you've seen SFPD cars sort of buzzing past, heading to various different places, and the car, a few moments later, pulls to a halt, and he sort of mentions to you, well, you decide how you do this. I just need him dead. And as the door opens or back out onto the street, he just sort of discontinues the conversation with you.
Sort of nods and gets out the car.
Keep safe, keep well. I'm gonna just hop out. Don't forget to wear a mask.
I'm sure you'll hear of when the deed is done, and Pyke will get out as well.
The door closes after Winston got out, and the gang drives away, and you realise that you are
Fuck are we?
at the safe house to which you were supposed to be taking
Nice.
Winston.
Wait, this guy motherfucker, he listens to our neurolinks.
That's okay with me.
Which Pyke would never know, of course.
We're friends.
Or he just got told.
By
Jackie, yeah.
Jackie.
So,
Speaking
with
of
that,
Jackie, did he pay us? And check my bank account. See if
there's
he's
nothing yet.
That son of a bitch. Might be 2 Red Bulls who die if he doesn't pay me. So.
Tobby D was just gonna smack Peacock on the back of the head. We haven't actually finished the job yet.
Oh,
We still have to hand him over, and this just points to Winston.
Oh yeah, Winston. I lied earlier. You no longer have a choice. You have to come with us.
Go on.
Good job. It's the choice that I wanted then, and his sort of English, very English accent that's clearly, he's clearly seen a lot, and he's just getting to the end of his capacity to deal with this stuff. And as you approach the safe house, you see 2 gang members wearing colours for the Washington Street Boys.
As
I'm assuming you,
We go in.
and that is where we will end tonight's session.
Woo!